Let go. It's 222 Terp. Question number 1. Do you freestyle?
On occasion. I guess when I'm feeling it, maybe.
Oh. Are we feeling it?
We might be feeling it.
Oh.
121, we out. We're having fun. Here we are. Let's go. You know.
It's Ace on the show. And you know we about to get some road. Yeah.
There's a few bars.
She already got something rolled. My bad. You know, I tried.
We'll keep rolling.
Yeah. I like that. You got in with confidence. I was like, oh shit. All right. You threw me off a little bit. I was like, oh shit, she was about to spit some shit.
That's why I said, like, Questlove Supreme. I'm like, all right, if Jack White can freestyle, I can freestyle. Like
that might have to be the name of the episode.
No. Don't. Jack White is on a whole other echelon.
Y'all already know it's a Too T3rpd podcast. It's just your boy Donovan, aka Mr. You Knew What It Was When You Sang Dude.
And behind the screen, we got No Socials T, the biggest hypocrite on the IG.
You got your name wrong.
Oh, Some Socials T.
Yeah,
I forgot I got a new handle, new catalytic converter. We're set. We're great.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you actually did earn a new AKA.
Uh-oh.
Well, I gotta do the first one first. Y'all already know. It's Tyler Farquaad, aka Make the Lady Say, oh my God! And we also got Minivan Pimp, who has now officially earned his limp. That just got your Cadillac converter taken. I feel like that's some real pimp problems right there. So
still pissed before he even got the temp tags off.
That's right.
Most St. Louis shit. That is the most St. Louis thing I've ever heard.
That's some real pimp problems.
At least this week.
Yeah. So I'm proud of you. You know, congratulations. You finally earned your pimp wings. Oh, damn. One of these days I'm gonna get that shit right. Hold on.
I was kind of waiting for it.
There you go. You already know. And then, okay. So now we got business done. Now, let's talk about our special guest today. Okay. So I've met you quite a few times, actually. I met you a couple times.
A few times, yeah.
First time was at Minorities for Marijuana Mondays.
Yes, the mixer with Brennan at the space near the Cole Lounge, put on by the St. Louis Cannabis Clubs. It's really cool. I was telling you earlier about like, oh man, I'm coming on a podcast today. I was kind of having a similar feeling going to M for MM and being like a woman in cannabis. I was like, I guess that qualifies to be a minority. So it was really cool to meet you there. Yeah,
for sure. Yep, and you're out there repping the brand that you repping today.
Yeah, Feel State Dispensary up in Florissant. It's a really cool dispensary to be with because they're very people-focused company and really education-based, and it's been amazing helping people in North County, helping people in the St. Louis area kind of connect closer to what matters most with just St. Louis life in general, cannabis, and how it all comes together.
Hell yeah. And then also, too, you're also a radio personality.
Yeah, I've been on KDHX since 2016. I've been doing public radio since 2015, even before I moved to St. Louis. And it's just been really cool to have a spot every Monday morning to just go to and like do what I call like my adult hobby. Like I actually go somewhere each week at the same time to do something for myself, but also something for the community. And I love being on Sonic Space because I have I just go through so much music and I have a lot to share about it, and it amps me up to share it, it gets me excited about the music to share it with others. And so yeah, it's been cool to do Sonic Space now for, I think we're at 4.5 years since 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't recognize his voice already, give it up for Ace Rowe. Like how we did that? We worked together on that introduction. That was pretty dope.
Yeah. I'm super honored to be here. Thanks for having me.
Nah, I appreciate you. I'm glad you came through. Hey, this is dope. There's our second radio personality in here, yo.
Oh, yeah. You guys have Lux. Yeah.
Moving up in the world, yo. Look at this.
Man, Lux, I definitely look up to her definitely as like a role model for like just a woman in St. Louis, a woman in radio, and a woman in cannabis. Like, I think we've, she's definitely kind of streamlined that personality through the transition, and mine's a little bit more bifurcated, but I really, it's been so cool to, like at my first dispensary job, I was able to meet her in person, and I look forward to like connecting with as many like women in cannabis as possible too, just because it's really special. Like, you know, the cannabis you're smoking is female, so it's nice to
shout out to the ladies.
It's really nice to synergize. Speaking of women in cannabis, Feel State and Robust are sponsoring the next Green Tent event on April 28th here in St. Louis. So that will be at the Leona, and there's already a ticket link to register, but it's just a really cool event to get women in cannabis all networking together, and there's a panel to discuss like a certain topic. So each has a theme. I'm not sure what the theme this month will be, but I'm really excited for April 28th. I've been having it on my books for a long time now, so really looking forward to more of that synergy.
Hell yeah. Okay, so then let's get started in your cannabis origins.
Yeah.
So how'd you get started with cannabis? What was your first time smoking?
Well, so for me, like the first time smoking was at a party with a friend, because that concept of like that first exposure to the cannabis, it's like your endocannabinoid system maybe it's playing catch up. Like I really didn't get high that first time. I was also drinking a little bit that first time.
I got you.
But it was in college, and so my friend and I got together. It was like a planned thing. Like I was gonna go over, we were gonna smoke a bowl or two and watch Rango. Had just come out, and we were I had at least come out in the last year. It was something that had been on our radar. And so like when he was grinding it up and putting a bowl, I'm like, all right, tell me what's going on here, like fill me in. And because I had never been around a bubbler before, like I'd never like been around a bowl being packed or anything like that. And it's a mantra I've kept, this answer that he had for me, that he's like, you break it up and you put it in the bowl like a little salad. And that described like just how tight or how loose you wanted it to be,
right,
and the airflow and everything like that. So when I was instructing my best friend, I think maybe 6 months to a year later over the phone on how to smoke a bowl, I was like a little salad. Like I'm done. So
they're probably like, huh.
She got it. It ended up being a mantra for her too. Like,
yeah, but depending on how you pack your salad. So like my grandpa, he was big on getting the schnook salads that you get a salad bar. Mm-hmm. Literally, he put damn near everything in that shit. So it'd be about 2 pounds or some shit like that. So we might not want to take his packing basis on salads.
Well, it sounds like you're like, if we're relating that to the cannabis world, he's putting keef in it. He's putting concentrate in it. He's making sure there's.
Oh yeah, he definitely trying to be down for the count.
Sure. I think just the way with the cannabis and the film Rango, I feel like every single time I've watched Rango, I've gotten as high as I did that night, and I don't think I could tell you the actual plot of Rango. Even though I've seen it multiple, even though I've seen it multiple times, it's new every time. So I rolled that, maybe if that's good enough for to be judged, because I'm gonna say that's gonna be more of a sedative smoke.
I got it. Okay.
In general, like if
we'll put this on the possible. Oh wait, are you? That's your
Is it?
That's your contestant for the joint rolling contest.
Is that enough to enter into the? Is that a good enough?
Is that grant? She said, "Is that grant worthy?"
I think so.
Okay.
It's the first King one we've had submitted, so.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty fat.
I want one more review. I just want to make sure it's
got a little curve to it.
They do.
The best ones do.
That's what she said.
Oh my.
We're starting off so well, Donovan.
My bad. Forgot.
I think, normally when I'm smoking this, I would like, all right, I would like get the, like when it just comes up a little bit over.
Whoa. What's this?
Oh, that was a new trick.
So when the paper, like I pushed the filter in, right? When the paper came over, you can light the end of the paper that's over, because it's going to stop at the thing. So now it's a little bit more show worthy. It's a little ashed up a little bit, but it's still like, now it's not, the paper's not all up in your.
Okay, I might have seen the dream competition that I want to see now.
I can also pre-pop this.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would do.
Yeah, no, that's Justin level of dedication to the joint.
That's why I appreciate Justin's work.
She popping her shit right now.
I'm not going to pop it. It's just pre-popped.
No. I mean, like, you talking your shit. Like, you letting Justin know.
And then that's popping the top is singeing. I'll show it on the next one.
Hold on, wait.
Can I break open these heavenly sativas?
Yes.
Ace
I'm a
is down.
self-proclaimed sativa diva, so
She ready to get to it, yo. She knew what it was, but she started. I like it.
I think I did. Yes, I did.
All right, which one we doing first?
So we haven't opened the Heavenly Sativa yet, but the California Raisins is the flagship, and you guys have only experienced California Raisins number 1.
Yes.
So I brought the California Raisins number 2 phenotype, and it is a little bit more balanced in terms of mind and body. I feel like California Raisins number 1 is definitely gives me a beautiful body buzz, really nice and sedative, but that also does it to my head. It gives me a huge mental fog, which when you want to just shut up is a great one for it, but I'm a self-proclaimed sativa diva, and that just ain't my jam sometimes. I just want to keep that cerebral mind going and being creative or just being uplifted at least. So this California Raisins, I think, is like the Goldilocks between California Raisins 1, 2, and 3. And 3 is no longer... I don't think you can purchase California Raisins number 3, but it was almost a sativa. So that's why California Raisins number 2 is like the Goldilocks between the two. So that's the smoke that I recommend in terms of like what we're putting up for show. So whenever you're ready to test that, cool. But I'm going to roll up Heavenly Sativa or a mix of Brunch Punch and Heavenly Sativa up to you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Now, that was the one we were talking about the percentage earlier, right?
Oh, yeah. How about, I mean, like, percentages are numbers on a bag, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all about how it makes you feel. And I think the testing's been really great with what Robusta's coming out with. This is in the PAX cannabis packaging, which is the same cultivator as Robust. It's just in a 7-gram bag. Considered the bee buds, but straight fire bee buds for sure, yeah.
Yeah, like I like this packaging. This packaging is dope. I remember when I saw it in the store at the Phil State.
Fully biodegradable,
Yeah.
which is why it's a loud package.
Right.
Not
Am I
just
allowed
the
to
color.
open it?
Go for it. Yeah, I brought it in for us to enjoy.
I gotta do it for all my asthma homies. Y'all gonna hear this?
Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you. You know I've been practicing.
I know, that's what scares me.
The Too T3rpd only fans coming very soon.
Yes.
I think I might need to make a ASMR account because my name's Ace. ASMR.
We call it asthmas around here.
Asmer works too.
Yeah. Asthma. Ooh.
Right?
Ooh. This is nice. It smells nice and gassy.
Yeah, I could smell from here.
Oh, like,
Yeah. The biscotti, it's biscotti crossed with grape gasoline.
Oh.
So the biscotti for me is one of my favorites for body effect.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever, if you're looking for a short list of what to enjoy when you're trying to get it on, biscotti's definitely at the top of the list for sure.
Was I real? What are the terpene files on there?
Yeah, with terpene
Profile.
profile, we've got caryophyllene at 1% limonene and linalool, which that's like one of my ideal terpene profiles for sure. That linalool is at the same amount as the limonene at like 66%. So total terpenes 3.1%. And the total THCA is at 32%, total cannabinoids at 34.7%. So I'm actually kind of curious how much CBG is in there because that's pretty high for total cannabinoids. You guys know much about CBG?
a little bit.
Actually, I don't know if this has terpene. I don't know if I can pull up the terpene profile on that.
Oh yeah, because it's got the. Oh shit, my bad.
No, you're good. No, you're totally good, dude. No, it's not on that. It's not on
the
that.
QR code?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm going to figure out a way to find it out, though. I will find it out.
I know, plus I think that's one of the first times I've seen QR codes on packaging. At least that's noticeable.
Right. So the one on the robust packaging takes you to all of the COAs for all of the strains, not just the one that you have the bag for.
Huh.
The packs, however, I'm going to try to find that.
Okay. So, talk to us a little bit more about your smoking experiences.
Yeah, so let's see. Well, I guess I was using cannabis throughout college as much as possible because I actually prefer to over drinking. And, it just was not as easy to find as alcohol or whatever. But, under 21, it was practically the same amount of risk. I went to school at Florida State, so Florida was just like a whole new experience as
Florida
well.
was like wild as shit.
I mean, Florida is wild for sure. I'm a more eccentric person for it, gratefully. But
so what's more wild, St. Louis or Florida? Like, well, wherever you were at in Florida.
St. Louis or Tallahassee?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're from T-Pain's part of town?
Well, Tallahassee is definitely a college town in a capital, and St. Louis is it's like a college town that doesn't want to admit that it's a college town. Is that right? Is that pretty accurate?
Controversial yet so brave.
Yeah, I guess. Damn.
I'm a transplant, so I have
We can
no
tell.
shame.
Hey, I ain't mad at you though. That was shit. I'm like, yeah, damn.
I mean, I think Tallahassee probably went hard because of the football and everything being open late night. There's so much more late night stuff. It was more. I mean, the kids that grew up in Miami sometimes would go to Tallahassee just because it was so much further away, than what they. But they brought their whole lives with them too sometimes. So Tallahassee had a wide variety, and I think was more liberally welcoming to that wide variety, whereas St. Louis is quite Midwestern while also being quite Southern, and there's some identity issues going on.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was interesting because I was listening to you guys. I was thinking about my cannabis origins and thinking it's the show me state. You really have to get in front of people to really get into the industry. You really have to show people what you're about to make people realize you're serious about what you do or that you mean what you say or whatever. Yeah. And, you really I think that's something about St. Louis that's colder. It's very East Coast for a Midwest town. Okay. I feel and then when it comes to Tallahassee, it's much more Southern and collaborative and liberal. Okay. I became even though I grew up more conservative and maybe more just not really exposed to much. By being in Florida, I was exposed to a lot and became an ally for a lot of things that had been prosecuted or prejudiced in the past. Yeah. And so when I came to St. Louis and continued that mindset, it's oh yeah, there's a lot of pushback. There's a lot of pushback, and everyone's showing each other what they're really about here. And I'm not seeing a lot of what I call bent knees, where we're not necessarily bending into a reaction or bending into a situation as much. But it's yeah, you might remember what I may have said at M for MMO. I kind of blacked out when I got on the mic there.
No, you good.
But with something I learned in college was that there's two different types of cultures. It could be business culture. It could just be culture in general. But there's low context culture and there's high context culture. And low context culture is a lot of Western culture where what the law or what the contract says is the main thing that matters. And high context culture is that our relationship, the experience, the context, the location, the timing, the events around the agreement or the contract matter just as much as the contract. And so in cannabis, it's it matters how you treat your guy in order to get special treatment, like delivery or getting hit back up in a timely manner, or getting your goods on a timely, on a good time frame instead of having to wait all day or having to go to them. Maybe, how you treat your guy, your underground, your gray market legacy guy, how you treat them gets you better pricing, gets you better access to better strains, gets you, like I said, the better treatment. Yeah. And
shout out to the gromies who be giving your boy the hookup.
Yeah, and it's because you're shouting them out, right? That's that high context of not just what you have matters, or not just how it's how you sell it, and how you interact with it, your fellow, you know, commercemen in that way. And a lot of the business that like is in the United States or is in just the Western world is all very low context. And I see a lot of low context culture in Missouri and in St. Louis. Like, where did you go to high school? That's like the most low context thing I think I could even think of, because it just, they're like, oh, I have this idea of what your high school means, and that's just who you are. It's not the like, well, we're meeting at this really cool place at this really cool event, and how about you get to know me here and now?
You also got to understand that's where most of us got our education from. Like, we didn't go too much higher than that. So, like, high school is like the highlight of your life.
Sure, highlight of life, but also like a two-dimensional question.
No, I don't disagree. I feel like it just basically, when you say, it's a better way for everybody to kind of be like, okay, it's fucked up, but like if you say, so I went to CBC, so all boys school, so pretty popular around here. So everybody automatically thinks that I'm rich because I went there. It's like it's the exact opposite.
Affluent high school, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I was one of the broke kids. Like financial aid is a thing, and you know all those things. So they automatically get one thing out of it because I say I went there, but then when I say I'm from like Normandy and all that, then it's like, oh wow, okay, you don't fit the description at all. So it's kind of like a way to put people in a box of where you think that they're gonna be or what you think that they're gonna be like. Or if you say that that you don't know anything about that, then you're clearly from out of town, and most people aren't even trying to get interested in even get to know you. So
yeah, the conversation kind of piddles off after that.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying. It's real cliquey.
And it's been interesting to be here for the past few years, and then also be here long enough to see like cannabis pop off, because when I moved here, I was like, oh, if I wanted to do a cannabis thing, I would just have to move west. And I moved here with the concept of in mind that St. Louis is the gateway to the West. Like, I was totally like cool with this being a pivot point for me. Mm-hmm. And then cannabis went medical, and a few years later I went to Colorado for the first time. And
yeah, that's the Mecca. I feel like that's every St. Louis person's Mecca. Like,
sure.
You gotta go to Denver.
I feel like I went late. I went for the first time at the beginning of 2021 and saw a domestic dispensary for the first time. I had been to Toronto already, so I had been to a North American dispensary. Mm-hmm. But when I went out to California, it was like a delivery service, so it almost felt like underground. With like the guy who was delivering was like, "Yeah, I just got pulled over on the way here." I was like, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah, I was just going too fast. You didn't care about the weed." I was like, "Whoa!" Like that was revolutionary at the time, and also like so California, like it was like crazy. So going to Toronto and seeing that for the first time was interesting, but it felt like what I've heard Illinois can feel like. It's just like kind of waiting in a line or whatever and just like picking something from a menu or whatever. But then being out in Colorado for the first time and like seeing it, and someone not asking me like, well, what do you want, a hybrid? Do you want a indica? They asked me, well, what do you want to feel? They asked the right question, and my answer was like creative. That was the only word I had for them. They said cosmonaut right away, and me being Ace the girl from space, like I was like, well, I have to go with cosmonaut. And it smelled so good. I've since looked up the strain and like saw like the historical stuff and like high 20s, high terpinolene and stuff like that. I was like, man, I can't wait to see cosmonaut come back around. I have no idea when that's gonna happen, but that's like one of those white whales out there for me. And I came back, and I would say like maybe 6 weeks later approximately, I had a dream. And I've been working retail and customer service for like over 10 years at that point. Mm-hmm. I was doing that like normal retail, but in my dream and in the back of my mind, I knew I was working at a dispensary. Like it was like the normal, like counting the drawers, taking the trash out, like normal, like wiping down the surfaces, normal retail things. But I knew in the back of my mind that I was working at a dispensary. And then I woke up the next day and I applied to like the first job listing I had seen, and then followed their socials and went to their job fair and got in front of someone, hence the show me state, got in front of someone and landed the job. So nice. It's like I've gotten into the cannabis industry not for who I know, but like
actually putting the work in myself. And like getting in there and doing the work.
And I'm like, I wanted to be in this industry at the beginning of it, because when I got my marketing degree, I was like, all the industries are already built up. How am I even supposed to like be at that like marketing level of any industry if it's already gone down the highway a bunch of exits. How am I supposed to get there? And then I thought, I just would have to go out west. And here we are doing it here, and here I am living the dream.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting that you were able to stop. So that clearly, a lot of people from out of town. So how would you describe our cannabis market? Or how would you describe the cannabis market or the cannabis scene here?
Oh, I mean, well, I wouldn't necessarily be able to say that I have anything to compare it to.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I definitely didn't move to St. Louis for cannabis. I moved here because my grandma was living here, and I just graduated college, so free rent for a year, and then moved out on my own, and have been working in anywhere from retail with Eddie Bauer for like numbers of years, and went all the way up to manager, like full-time manager and stuff like that. And,
the yoga shit makes sense now.
well, and then I worked at a yoga studio after I worked for Mini of St. Louis for a short time.
Got to wear all that Eddie Bauer shit somewhere.
Yeah, well, I wore it to Mini of St. Louis, and then I worked for Yoga Six and did some odd end jobs with like Airbnbs.
Okay.
And then in 2020, I got my yoga teacher training, and actually learned a hell of a lot from that because of learning about conscious communication, learning a lot about how like the body itself functions, and the importance of breath, and also just kind of how to talk to someone who's going through stuff like in their body, like being able to direct like step by step how to get from point A to point B in a practice. So yoga teacher training was super interesting, especially having gone through it in the month of February 2020. So I didn't immediately pivot into being a yoga teacher. I would say like my momentum was stunted quite a bit by the pandemic. But,
yeah, I was gonna say, so did you have to learn like virtually?
The final parts of my learning was like observing classes virtually, yeah, but we did all of the actual like in-person learning in person in the month of February, which was kind of nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Twisty.
It's getting a little bit better.
I'm gonna break open this Heavenly Sativa now. If you're ready to smell that one, or we have to review the Cali 2 first for its taste.
Yeah, I gotta take the picture first though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta put this on. For the
these buds. Damn. It's like it's a caryophyllene really coming through. Like the Cali 2, I think the Cali 3 had a lot of limonene, so I think that's why I'm comparing it to. Yeah, they're popcorny, but they are sticky. They sure are Velcro-y to each other in there. It's like straight up popcorn. This is beautiful.
Oh, this is. Oh, it's a California raisin.
Yeah, California raisins number 2 is your twisty there.
Yeah, I'm excited to smoke. It's gonna be. Have I smoked today yet? I can't remember. Not sure. Yeah, okay, my bad. Okay, so
You're good.
Back to the cannabis order. I feel like
Yes.
we always deviate.
No worries.
Okay, so when would you say you started taking? Oh well, no, you basically gave your whole description. Okay, so
when I started taking cannabis like medically serious.
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely from working at the first dispensary I worked at, got a lot of education on terpenes and a lot of education on like cannabinoids. I think for me, diving into that and using caryophyllene for pain relief was number one. Was really learning. Because I just had people in my life who were asking me a lot of questions, especially pain-related questions. I cannot open that right now.
Hold on, I gotta hit this with the asthma real quick. Oh.
The struggle is real on that
hold
one. Nice.
It did a little bit. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but you know. There we go.
And finding out which terpenes helped with creativity and which helped with pain relief. Diving into caryophyllene helped me learn about like biscotti, for example, and blueberry muffin. I mean, I realized what I liked about blueberry muffin so much. And then also learning the cannabis profiles. Like the first time I tried a 1-to-1 strain had lots of caryophyllene in it, but also tons of linalool in it. And it was the least paranoid high I had ever had in my entire life. It's called Vanilla Kush, and it had linalool and caryophyllene, and it was a 1-to-1. High amounts of CBD. So anytime I can get my hands on a 1-to-1, I absolutely am, because of just anti-paranoia factor.
Yeah, I find myself struggling with that quite a bit.
Then linalool and CBD. Linalool and CBD are going to be your jam if that's the thing that you want to eradicate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get some 101 gummies or something like that?
I did, but I need to really figure out my edible dosage.
Got it.
So I'm not sitting watching 2 seasons of Attack on Titan and not realizing what I'm watching.
So what dosage does that happen at?
I think that was 20 milligram.
Yeah.
So I'd need to probably
10 or less.
corner
Okay.
it. And just see.
Well, that's good. At least you know. So this is Heavenly Sativa. That terpinolene is like sweet, but also smells like cat piss.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a blend. I hope that's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's sticky. It's really sticky.
Make sure you get that look on your face, like,
It's like Folgers commercials.
So there was
it's robust in your blunt. Woo! I'm killing it, boy.
Yeah. New marketing team.
Yeah.
So there was the 1-to-1 with the vanilla kush with the linalool. There was the caryophyllene study, and then most recently, I'm not really one for like daytime panic attacks or anything like that, but I had one, and I had a little bit of a roach of Dracarys from Robust left, and I was like, I don't know what to do right now, but I have this. I'm gonna hit this, and it did slow me down quite a bit. It did help, and that was, it's an indica dominant hybrid. It's GG4 crossed with pre-98 Bubba Kush. I don't think I could tell you the terpenes right off the top of my head. I think it's like myrcene and linalool in there, but it just really is like, also Dracarys usually like 6 in the 21-23%, so it doesn't get too high of a THC percentage. So that's also something that can help, is like sticking to the like 23 and lower percentages can help with paranoia, I think. Especially, if you want to keep smoking, you want to be able to keep smoking. So might as well have a 10%er if that's what's doing it for you.
Basically just said if you like Reggie.
Well, I'm not saying if you like Reggie. I'm saying, there's Reggie, and then there's high quality, something that's low THC percentage. Yeah. And especially with Robust, when we're seeing low THC percentage, we're usually seeing high other cannabinoid percentage, including CBG and CBD. CBG really gets you in touch with your nerve endings, and CBD can really help with anxiety and inflammation. So I think it's, when it comes to lower percentages, it just means it's like a low ABV beer. You just keep sessioning them. Like it's a sessionable thing instead of something that's like not getting you anywhere. Yeah. Because if it was real Reggie, it wouldn't be getting you anywhere, even if it said 29%. I've had 29% stuff that's like got not enough terpenes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't have terpene percentage on there or COAs, and I don't know. But I don't buy that stuff anymore.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Because, like, sometimes I'll try something and find out it's only got, like, 17% THC in it or something like that, and it, like, knocked me out. So it's like it all kind of
blows your mind, gets you just right where you need to be right at that moment.
Yeah.
So, like, not only is it the entourage effect, the entourage effect is also, like, set and setting. It's what you ate that day. It's the mood you're at going into it. It's, anything else you've exposed your body to in that day. And, like, a lot of people, it's like entourage effect. Yeah, they're thinking cannabinoids, terpenes, like the papers you're using, like the friends you're with. No, also like how many breaths you've taken that day. Yeah. Like there's so many factors to our endocannabinoid system.
Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm assuming you learned all of this being in the industry. Like it's a kind of a requirement to learn all of this?
It was. Yeah, I didn't go to school for it. I wouldn't say I'm very science minded. I'm grateful to have had a really good public school education, and that.
I want to change your name then. It's very misleading. Ace from space. Like, come on now, I automatically think science.
Well, I'm pretty spacey.
Okay. I like it. That's a good cleanup. I like that. She said, yeah. So you're not gonna dig me. So.
I mean, like Ace. I aced the blood test. My blood type's A positive.
Oh, nice. Okay. So all you see is A's.
Something like that.
Straight A Ace.
I wish.
Me too.
Too busy being Ace out there.
I was trying to be straight DD.
So, so I aced a girl from space, but I turn 30 next month, so it'll be Atomic Ace, transitioning to Atomic Ace.
Welcome to the 30s.
Right?
Hey. Yeah, I just turned 30 last July, so I'm coming up on the big 3-1. Yeah. One of these days you'll experience it.
Yeah. One of these years I'll experience it, but...
Oh, okay, petty.
Yeah, my birthday's on a Monday, so there'll be a Sonic Space, very special Sonic Space Monday for sure.
Hell yeah. I had to light up on that episode.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I will be partying in the park, though, I think.
Yeah.
You know? We'll see.
Nah, fuck that. It's a special day. Just start lighting up in the studio.
It's not,
Let them know what's good.
I mean, they already know what's good. I make sure they're all taken care of. But
so we're changing.
But it's about the non-combustibles and consuming off premises to keep KDHX compliant, keep myself compliant. You know, don't want to push it. Don't want to push it. You know, it's like it's not worth it. Yeah,
it's not like the KSHE days anymore.
I mean, I feel so. I've also had at WVFS. Where I did college radio, I definitely snuck out onto the rooftop before. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Like in the TV shows and shit.
Yeah. So I've had enough radio show like smoke sessions. Plus, like I gotta be on my A game for the radio show. So I can't be using my brain cells on the cannabis. I gotta be all on the radio show. So that's just how the mornings go, though. I'm not a morning person, so. I have to pretend to be a morning person when I do the morning radio show.
As you can see, we're not very professional around here. We just be smoking on there, dropping ashes all over the place.
I mean...
Yeah, you're not getting your deposit back.
I wasn't planning on it.
I mean, as I say at work, I'm here till I die, right?
Word. Shit, by the time we done, they're going to owe us a deposit because we about to put so much work into this shit.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Yeah, they'll be asking, they're like, how much do you want back?
Like, literally, by the time we leave this motherfucker, I want this to be, like, historical. This needs to be, like, a national landmark.
I mean, it's a spot. This is a vibe for sure. This is, like, I mean, it's a postcard.
Thank you. It's just getting started, though. We ain't even close to where I want it to be. Like, this shit is going to be lit.
One step at a time.
Yeah. Got to steer away from the beige.
Yeah.
I'll help paint, for sure.
I feel like we be painting it with all this weed, though.
It was white when we started.
Yeah. That turned off white. Got that Virgil going.
I don't know. After some of the guests, it would not surprise me if it's just stained.
We call that Kush cream.
Ooh.
That's the color of the walls.
Like, if we really look, it's probably like an outlet of your silhouette.
Left.
Oh, my fault.
Etiquette, Donovan.
Don't be trying to act like that. Now you started smoking again. He's trying to show out.
Good. I'm glad he's token up when Ace is here. That's good.
I am too, but normally he's all like, "Oh no, I gotta control the camera." So,
it's a new day, new.
I guess letting your hair down. I'm like getting long again. Oh shit, are we getting a return of shit? What we gonna call you?
Oh man, the Cali raisins. Holy shit.
We gotta figure out to give you a new nickname once you get that long hair. I feel like you're trying to grow it back. Are you?
I wasn't trying. I just can't find a barber to DM me back.
At this point, I feel like you should just go ahead and grow it back.
Probably should. It's going gray enough where I could fit that silver fox era and not feel bad about it.
I feel like I could see you with a man bun.
I sincerely hope not.
I could totally see. Like,
you got to succumb to the man bun.
I got to. Mm-hmm. I lasted all of 2015 through 2019.
Yeah, we've gotten this far. It's just expected, and no one's gonna point it out.
I feel like you can't reach your true potential unless you do this.
Like I said, hair grows, wisdom grows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start buying more denim.
Do it for the arts.
Hair ties.
I mean, Canadian tuxedos are like your go-to uniform at this point.
It's the move. It's the move.
It's where it's at.
I've only been called out once on a Canadian tuxedo.
I used to get called out on it all the time. That's why I call people out on it.
I made a mess, but here's round 2. Tool, please.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got you. But I feel like that's a hot topic, though.
Okay. Hair?
No, we'll get back on topic, but I got to this Canadian tuxedo shit. Jean on jean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, all right, cool, thank you. I needed that. I needed to hear that because like I've got a black Canadian, like black and gray Canadian tuxedo, and I got a blue.
Ooh.
So I'm like, I needed you to say that, Donovan.
I got you.
Thank you.
Trust.
I'm glad we had the maroon pants like ready.
Yeah.
Like we were ready for it.
I didn't even realize that. I feel really underdressed.
Where you at, dog? Usually, damn. Uh-oh. Is this a pod war going on? Is they about to take your spot?
Oh, no.
Usually you're my twin.
I can co-host.
Uh-oh.
I can keep us on track.
Oh! Oh, man.
The Ace era. You guys need to go on vacation. I can take over.
I mean, I am going on vacation in a couple weeks.
Yeah, just leave your keys here. I'll
Run the camera. Tyler will run the show.
Oh, boy.
That would be amazing. We might not be able to post the episode.
Medicine. Holy fucking shit.
I know, that's what
This
I'm
is
saying.
like slightly more uplifting than like a blueberry muffin. Like I think people who love blueberry muffin love California raisins. They don't know it yet.
Yeah.
This
Like,
is
talking about that Humboldt.
Yeah, I mean that's the genetics. Yeah.
this is
So this is maybe like I want to smoke this now, but I also want to put this into the Hall of Fame. So I'm just gonna keep rolling joints until we're done. So that because I want to show you the pop the top thing. So this is pre-popped, right? So like getting that in, and then instead of lighting it like it's like, oh man, the twisty is like all up in the way. You can get it like a cigarette. Beep, 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 beep,
I see
beep.
what she getting ready to do. I knew it.
Yo.
Oh, I knew it. That shit was gangster.
Huh.
Oh shit, that was hard. That was hard.
I know I'm going to mess that up like 5 times after I try it tonight.
Damn. I ain't even finna waste no
So-
weed like that.
So I gotta tell you, I started rolling joints when I was studying abroad in Spain in 2014 because there was no glass. It was out of necessity, and I had to learn how to roll like pin joints, and I didn't have crutches. I used stems as my tips and everything like that. But you start somewhere. Like this is not something you just do year one.
The stem idea is actually really pretty inventive.
You might have
It's what you had. I mean, they got the little wishbone situation going on, so
Huh.
sometimes they're already in the shape that you need them to. So this is Heavenly Sativa with Brunch Punch. This is our like espresso shot, or like let's see, it's more of like a matcha shot, I'd say, because it's like fruitier and more herbal than espresso.
All
Yeah.
right,
And the
hold on,
Cali
hold on.
raisins comes back. This is the muffin right here.
We over here playing musical joints and shit.
Yep. I'm keeping track. So Heavenly Sativa and Brunch Punch.
This is hard. This is like one of the. I think this is the first time we've had like a multiple joint roll, like a whole rotation going on.
Sorry,
With that
I cheat
rotation
a
on the show.
lot. I smoke a lot of weed.
It's all Gucci.
Probably a problem. I'm up for a tolerance break.
Okay, so this is a great question. I think we haven't asked this in a long time. How much do you smoke?
Okay. I haven't weighed it out or anything, but I'm kind of at like probably a handful of joints a day at on medium, maybe 3 at a minimum, and
Okay.
like. But I'm also in the philosophy of I'd rather not smoke alone.
Yeah.
Like for me, ever since the beginning, cannabis was something that I always wanted to share. Like that was one of my early rules. And early on when I was rolling joints, it was every third joint actually came out smokable. So like I would roll one and be like, "That's all right," cut it up and start
Yeah,
over.
shameful.
Yeah. And then the second one was like, "No, that was all right." And then I'd roll that third one. And I was like, that was it. That was it. And then I ended up finding out which papers I liked, and it just goes from there. I also roll left-handed, I'm pretty sure, because the first person to show me how to roll was left-handed.
Oh, so damn, you just disappointed me. I thought you were gonna say you were lefty.
I just...
Oh, you're the odd one out?
No, it's hilarious because, like, my friend's left-handed, and he puts the crutch on the right, which is a right-handed roll, and I'm right-handed, and I do it left-handed. So.
See, I'm lefty. So
Yeah, but you had the gum towards you, right? Mm-hmm. So I've never seen that before.
yeah.
Really?
Did you back roll it?
No.
No. You just rolled it towards you.
Yeah.
And then, that's... Okay.
So it really is supposed to roll it the other way?
There's not supposed to. If you get it to light and smoke, you've rolled it. It does not matter how good a joint rolls if it's a joint. But I've never seen that way. It's not saying that it's wrong.
Huh.
It just is. I have acceptance. There just is.
Oh, it's probably from the years of using the machine.
Wait. No. This is right-handed propaganda. Well, slow down.
Right-handed propaganda.
I didn't think about it for a second. I was like, hold up. Don't let her get us. You're good, but you're not that good.
I want to be left-handed, yo. I'm not saying you're wrong.
She's trying to make us feel bad for being
Southpaw
lefties.
slander.
Yeah. I saw what was going on.
Okay, now which one?
That is going to be
starting to get
Heavenly
confused.
Sativa and Brunch Punch. So it should be like more herbal and sweet and peppy. But man, I feel that in like my body is just like on a beautiful like cloudy ride right now, like in a and just
lit.
It feels so good. Like
It's just lit.
it's like
You got this hella smoked out, yo. This shit hard.
and it's like for me with my radio show, I was smoking a lot of different strains, especially starting at Field State last year. And whenever I smoked Robust and Pax Cannabis next to anything else, it always felt better, tasted better. My throat didn't hurt as much. Super smooth, super great taste. And then I saw Jeff's The Feels episode with Robust last season, season 3. And my brain realized that like that organic, mindfully grown cannabis,
That's right, living soil.
That living soil and the full spectrum light, and I mean it's hand trimmed, like all of that combined, it makes a huge difference. It's in side by side, you can absolutely tell and taste it. And that like I started with Robust and I agreed to like be marketing for them before I knew that, and then it's not like they're like telling me it's that way, but hearing the science, seeing the science, tasting and feeling it for myself. Sure, I'm sure there's a little bit of confirmation bias or placebo effect, but I mean, not when I hand it to a stranger and they go, wow, right in front of my face. Yeah. So it's to me, it rises above the rest.
Yeah, this shit hit. And like, I remember Robust being one of the first Missouri cannabis brands with living soil.
Well, I believe, from what I understand, Amaze is also mindfully grown.
Okay.
And we like Vibe a lot. Those are kind of my big 3 right now.
Yep. That's how Jay at Vibe, True 14. Yeah. They're growing a lot of his genetics now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've also been digging on like head change sauce carts and Arrow, because like Arrow is pretty much the only distillate I'm really smoking these days is coming from Arrow. And then right now my vape is a proper diamonds and sauce, but that's like a splurge. So if I'm using my inhale to activate battery, it's definitely like head changer. That's like the most convenient for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Any of those head change carts that have a higher percentage of CBD, that's the one I'm picking up, as long as the terpene profiles are working out.
So are you more carts or flower?
Flower. I feel like long term my throat's not as hurting from it. Sorry, I'm looking at the smoke. This is hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. We can this smoke out. I'm gonna take a break for a second.
Sounds good.
I feel like I'm about to I can tell it's going to hit me hard in a second here.
Sounds good.
Now I can get serious in the talk now.
Yeah, after that Heavenly Sativa round. You sure you don't want one more Heavenly Sativa round?
Why not? I'm not very good with peer pressure.
So I think also learning yoga helped me smoke weed better.
Okay, I was about to ask the correlation behind.
Like just breath control in general and understanding like your full lung capacity. Helps you smoke bongs way better.
Yeah.
Helps you work out too.
Yeah.
And working out gets you your own endocannabinoids.
Yeah. So I do the push-ups right now. I want to start now that it's getting back warm out. I need to start doing the running and shit.
For sure. I mean, yeah, just the push-ups out here even, like, building up your extra sweat and everything. You know, that feeling you get afterwards? That, like, natural high, that runner's high, right?
Yeah.
So that's produced by the endocannabinoids, so your body's natural cannabinoids, endocannabinoid, anandamide. And have you heard of anandamide?
Uh-oh.
Anandamide is like Ananda, that root word is Sanskrit for bliss.
Okay.
So I learned that from yoga teacher training because the Ananda, I think it's the Anandamaya kosha, is just like a layer, a blissful layer of our being. Yeah.
Interesting. See, okay, so yeah, let's talk a little bit about that right now. Just mentioned being an instructor. So how long have you been instructing yoga?
I have not been instructing yoga. I got the yoga teacher training and then just like the pandemic hit. And so there was not really necessarily the opportunity to like develop that skill in person.
Gotcha.
But it's something that is on the horizon. I've been like so grateful to have come across Sarah at Elevate. Have you guys heard of Elevate Yoga Studio in St. Louis?
I have.
Yeah, they Sarah has just opened a private yoga space that is cannabis consumption friendly. It's got a variety of fitness and wellness opportunities, including yoga classes, like smoke and stretch yoga classes, like sound opportunities, acro yoga, capoeira. And I was really hoping Justin might want to, do like small classes of either like stoner self-defense or like small classes of jiu-jitsu in this space. 'Cause it's like a 12-person capacity situation, but it's got tall ceilings.
That's something to talk to him about for real.
I've like soft floated the idea by him, but my opportunity into it is I want to teach like a intro to yoga, like a foundations of yoga, just to have more of a, like, because I took my first class with yoga was like a straight like vinyasa class. I just kind of like went straight into it and had just such an amazing instructor. She had like the best playlist. She had the best instructions. She's still one of my dearest friends. And that's, I've got the model for what the best yoga, it's a high bar. So it's a little intimidating. So to ease my way into it, there's also, some of the most challenging classes I took early on were intro classes because we're holding the pose very long to kind of make sure our alignment's right and everything like that. So also talking through everything to better foundation yourself into a yoga practice and having more of a conversation with it and kind of getting the words around it and being able to know, what questions are coming up. I've practiced yoga for 10 years. I don't have too many intro questions in my head right away. It's hard for me to get back into the mindset of a beginner. And I think that's a lot of what a good teacher does is able to walk in the same shoes as the people in the class. And so, being around other people, it's just been weird, these past couple of years doing that. And I think what the big light bulb for me when I went to Elevate was I brought my coworker, Carson, who's been working with me on the marketing, to Sarah's beautiful space. And it was just us two for a class. And it was his first class. So it was cannabis bringing him to a yoga space. I didn't realize that Elevate would be that. I was thinking we were bringing cannabis to the yogis was kind of what I was feeling like more. So that was a big light bulb moment for me to.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like building a bridge essentially because there's gonna be a lot of people where I kind of just went on my first. I just did my first yoga class like a couple months ago.
Nice.
So it's like and it was actually it was like an alcohol event.
Yeah.
But they had yoga mixed in with it. So
yeah, interesting, like a little pop up.
Yeah. I think it was with well-being.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're doing a lot of stuff around town.
Yes, yeah. Definitely really like what those companies are doing. I actually I'm pretty much done drinking, now that there's cannabis available, I'm not like going to AA or anything like that.
No,
but like
respect.
now that it's just not in my, like, my body just isn't interested.
Yeah.
Like,
I need to get like you when I get older.
I mean, for me, like early on, like I was saying, like cannabis was just as hard to get as alcohol, but I always preferred cannabis. And so, you know, when I'm thinking back at like when I first started drinking, I'm like, it was just because it was more readily available, and I don't really need that anymore. Now that not only do I work at a cannabis store, but it is available and legal, and there's plenty of options. I can't wait for there to be more cannabis options. Like I've been to Hawaii for a trip. You can actually upload your Missouri medical card, your ID, and $50 to Hawaii, and get your 60-day temporary medical card for Hawaii's dispensaries. And let me say, they have some really cool products.
Okay.
It's all local, obviously. And they really have some interesting edibles and topicals, which is like so Hawaii. It's like Avi. And I had an oral mist, a lily koi, so local flavored oral mist that had CBD and THC in it. And it was just a spritz, and I did 2 spritzes, so it was like 7 milligrams and 9 milligrams, 7 THC and 9 CBD, I think, or around there. And it was like a super fast-acting edible. It was almost like I was vaping, like for an edible. So it's just a sublingual activation, plus you're pushing the air through it. I think it's called emulsifying. I don't know science, like I said. But you're pushing air through it, so it makes it more bioavailable, and the sublingual factor. So those two together makes it like the fastest acting edible I've ever had. So I've like recreated it with tincture in the same little vial that I got from Hawaii. But the flavor, like it's really, you know, and then also having that ratio, it just, so that's like the one thing from another market that I would have with a local flavor, you know, that if someone was asking me what cannabis product I wanted in Missouri, that's the one I would go with.
I like that.
And medicinally, it's like do we have inhalers? Have you seen a medicinal inhaler yet?
No, not in Missouri yet, no.
That's what I'm saying. Where are those at?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that Missouri's like different on.
No, yeah, I agree with the inhalers. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, like I feel like Denver. Like I feel like they're I forgot how somebody was saying. Doug, he mentioned it the other day. I was talking to him about how like they had the jars and all that shit. I forgot how he worded it.
Deli style.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a few dispensaries doing a deli style, and Michigan's doing a lot of deli style, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I think with COVID, it's just like, that's just not really what we're doing these days. I mean, as long as we're cool, like there's a lot of like different packaging that could be happening, and I'm just surprised like Missouri hasn't just like gone all in on hemp, or like,
yeah.
I don't know.
See, I'm all for the different packaging, but I like how like the deli style of where, you know, they can open the jar for you and you can sniff it and all of that. Like I missed all of that. And like watching them actually hand pick it and pull it out and all of that. So then, you know, if it's somebody that you got rapport with, they'll make sure to give you the big buds and all that shit. Like,
yeah, still keeping the high context culture of the interaction with the plant.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
fair. Yeah.
I lived in Denver for a couple months, so it was like, you know,
a very like close experience with your neighborhood spot.
Yeah, I started going around to all the different dispensaries and kind of seeing how all of them were and all of that, and it was an amazing experience. And I kind of feel like, you know, Missouri could be on that same thing too. It's just like kind of right now, you know, it's the beginning stages, so hopefully it kind of starts.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I really haven't been keeping a close eye on what's happening like with the micro licenses or whatever, but it'd be interesting to see what sort of spaces come about in order to show those micro licenses, like maybe all in one space sort of thing, and kind of see if how it all comes together.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that all unfolds.
For sure.
For sure.
I'm just looking for claw machines. Same deli style, but you just put in a quarter.
Hey, from now on, you have to wear those every episode now.
I talked a big talk. This is life-saving right now.
Nah, real shit, you have to wear those every episode now. Because when we start having you in the camera, that's how we're going to start unveiling you at first.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll want them with the lights and everything. It makes sense.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm behind the camera.
You got to make sure that you have those everywhere we go now, because whenever we take pictures, you have to have those on now.
I mean, it matches some socials.
It matches his profile pic. That's what I'm saying. So you have to those are trademarked now.
Okay.
Those are signatures.
That way you don't have to change your profile picture. We know what level of effort you're gonna want to put into this.
Okay.
Yeah. I like what we're doing here.
Some socials, not more socials, because
We're like his consultants or some shit like that. We're his managers. Oh, don't worry. That's just it's K Valley.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Shout out.
hey.
Yo. Oh, what was I going to say? Shit. Oh yeah, these glasses, yo. I can't get past them. Like, I've been trying to play it off this whole time, but then I was like, who does he think he is? And then I was like, I like it. It's like, fuck it, we're keeping it.
And he's smoking more joints.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
this
your
is the result from just merry-go-round of joints I was not preparing myself for.
Hold on. He's really embracing this whole pip shit, yo. He really started to live the life. Holy shit. That's what's going on here. I didn't realize. Yeah, he got his lip now all of a sudden. That's okay. This all makes sense now.
You leveled up, apparently.
Yeah.
Was it the sound bath? Did you get... It was the sound bath.
Probably.
Nah. It was you getting your shit stole.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my villain arc now. Okay. Yeah.
I told you had
Checks out.
You had to learn something that was hard. You had to have a struggle.
Yeah, which was paying my personal property tax in for a new piece of equipment on the van.
Hey, bro.
On the same day.
I feel that.
It's a hard knock life out here, man. See, that's why you really...
It's real hard to be a citizen.
Yeah, that's why you got to wear the glasses, because you can't show the pain.
You're just seeing tear marks just come down.
He's hiding the pain behind the eyes.
You know, that was the nice thing about 2020 when we wore masks all the time, is the tears would just go into the mask and no one would notice.
All social anxiety was out the window for 12 months.
Right, yeah. No one was,
Y'all was wearing the cloth ones, obviously.
So that's an interesting
thing
too. Like, that's also the thing that I try to remind people is, like, when you're doing yoga, like, you're just in your own zone. Everyone's just paying attention to themselves, like, more worried about themselves than they are worried about you. So you don't need to worry about what shape you look like or whatever, as long as you're doing it right for your body. Because everyone's just worried that they're doing the right thing for their body. So I don't know. That's something that I don't think everyone knows when they're first doing yoga or whatever.
All I'd be focusing on is, like, am I doing it right?
Exactly. Yeah. And everyone else is doing that too. So I think sometimes some people feel self-conscious about that, about maybe their first class or whatever, but I just
more so look at it like, I look at all the people in front of me or whatever, and I'm trying to mimic what they're doing. And if I feel like they know what they're doing, that's the person I try to follow.
So you're gauging them based on their confidence.
Yep.
Cool.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I'm always double checking myself. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like I got a hard part with, like, trying to, like, do the whole I'm this. Like, so I was talking to Tyler earlier about this. Like, I'm an entertainer. Mm-hmm. Like, really fully embracing that, so then I could put in the work to actually, like, be up there and doing this shit, like,
right,
for real.
Right.
So it's like, now it's like embracing that shit. It's like being a radio personality. Mm-hmm. Do you fully embrace being an entertainer?
Yeah, it's been interesting the past couple of years, been running into people who have heard my show and everything like that, and I've been so grateful to have received the feedback that I've gotten from listeners, especially I think in 2020 is when I really started having my handles on air and the email and whatnot. So it's been cool to be interacting with my listenership, because there's no way to really count FM listeners. They're just over the airwaves like that. We can count streams or count clicks to the archives, so that's kind of it in terms of being able to have like a metric. So I've had some awesome listeners turn me on to some interesting tunes, and other listeners be like really inspired by other listeners' requests and whatnot. And so meeting people out in public has been amazing. I need to print some stickers or some swag to be like, oh, you found me out in the wild. Here you go. So it's been I've been really grateful. I'm really excited. On April 22nd, I'll be DJing for Vintage Vinyl for an hour at noon.
Shit. Yeah, that's what's up.
Record Store Day. So I'm really stoked about that.
That's hard.
Yeah. So I have some vinyl, like some out of print vinyl that I'll probably bring in just to spin, and super casual. My first, the first thing I did at Fuel State was DJ their birthday party last year.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
So
okay, so like, I know you've only been here for a couple of years, but I don't think you understand like how major like playing at Vintage Vinyl is. Like that's like actually epic as fuck.
I'm geeking out because I'm on right before Kevin Johnson. Like I'm just like geeking.
Damn, that's hard,
right?
Yo. I don't know. Like Vintage Vinyl is a legendary place on the loop. Like whenever major artists like do their signings and all that, usually it's at Vintage Vinyl. Like,
do you want to hear the funny part? Like Orlando's and I have been like attempting to plan this. Like he had asked me in 2020, so it's just kind of like there's a lot of things that are like kind of still now finally coming full circle. So it's been interesting.
That's hard.
Yeah,
bro.
I was supposed to MC for a KDHX thing in 2020 as well, but. Yeah, that was the week everything shut down. So Here we are.
No, this is a good transition. Let's talk about your radio career.
Yeah, so thank you. So started, it was interesting. I went to a funeral and reception for my great uncle down in Florida, and they were part of the English Speaking Society. So someone from the English Speaking Society was there at the reception. They had spoke at the funeral, and I had just kind of talked to them. And I was just like, "Yeah, thanks for coming. Like, just being my own social self." And they were like, "You have a really great voice. Like you should be on like radio or production or something like that." I was like, "Okay." And then at school, my classmates, who I was like, they helped me get out of like a depression in 2013 with cannabis.
Shout out.
And so they were like, "You're showing us so much music all the time. You just need to be on the college radio." And I was like, "Okay." Like, I was like, I had applied like once before, but like, yeah, I guess I'll apply again. They're like, "You're gonna be a senior. We're working for it. Like, you just do it." Like, well, of course we're gonna have you on. Like, you're just showing us so much great stuff. So just come on and be a DJ. So my first slot on WVFS was 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. every Monday morning.
Damn.
Yeah, so 4 hours, and it was so interesting because the physical catalog at WVFS was cataloged chronologically by date added. So you're going through the stacks of CDs of physical catalog, and you're like walking through time of the history of the station. So that was a really kind of trippy experience, like just early, like without cannabis, like early in the morning in Florida. Like it's just a vibe. Like early morning in North Florida is like a vibe.
I could see
It's
that.
a little spooky.
I could definitely see that. Florida man out.
Just like I think northern Florida has a little less Florida man, but Florida man begets Florida man, anyway.
I got you.
Yeah. But just the way like the different climates kind of interact in that part of Florida is at that time of day is kind of interesting. It's also part like the witching hours still, like that 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. slot. And then moving from Tallahassee to St. Louis after graduating college. I had a friend who was an art major at Florida State, and so I was like, oh man, I could have been a model this whole time. Like somewhere in 2014, I was at a music festival and just kind of like turned off that switch where I like did not care if like anyone saw my body because I was totally comfortable in my skin, and I knew everyone, just like the yoga practice, was more afraid of themselves being naked or more conscious of how they looked than anyone else, really. I was like, well, if anyone sees me, then they see me, and they just see a human, right? Flip that switch. I know not everyone has that switch flipped, And so then I was like, oh man, I missed out on this opportunity of modeling for Jordan. And but I moved to St. Louis. I went to Blueberry Hill. My friend was showing me Blueberry Hill. And it was my first time there. And I see this class come in. I see the teacher, and they're all just like going into booths and stuff like that. And I see him at one point. I'm like, "Are you like teaching like a wine and alcohol class?" Because I knew that was something that was offered at Florida State. He was like, "I wish." And so I learned that this was Tim Lane, who is a artist. He's like a graphic artist. He had worked for DC in the past, but he was teaching freshmen figure drawing, or just drawing one basically. And so they were drawing the shadow boxes at Blueberry Hill, because that lighting will always stay the same no matter what time of day you go there, as long as you're not by a window or anything. Excuse me.
You good? Oh, good.
So I was like, oh really, you teach drawing, do you need models? He's like, we always need models. So I first modeled for Wash U.
Nice.
And he encouraged me to apply for KDHX. He was like, oh, you already have this experience as a DJ for WVFS. You need to work for KDHX. He really urged me to be on the air for KDHX. And so with his urging and going to a show that of a band I had heard because of WVFS, I went to the demo. Have you guys ever, do you remember the demo?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that at?
It was in the Grove. It was where Gazelic was.
Okay. Yeah, see, like, I never really went to the Grove until, like, recently. I would always pop up at, like, Atomic Cowboy when that was around. That's for the most part, yeah.
I really like the Handlebar patio. That was where a bunch of my Grove chill, like, smoking and gramophone patio, too.
Gramophone, yeah, that's like that's the spot for the improv group.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you go after class.
Yeah. So with his encouragement, I applied to WVFS, and also running into Matt from Hindsight. I believe his show's on Wednesday at 9 p.m. I'm pretty sure. I might have to double check that. And he was actually behind me as I was like talking to Eternal Summers at the demo, because I had heard about Eternal Summers at the college radio. And I was like, oh yeah, I was at college radio, and you guys are from Virginia and I'm from Virginia, and it was really cool playing you on the air like down in Tallahassee. And so like Matt was like, oh my god, you're like in college, you were in college radio, like you want to do the radio thing? I was like, oh hell yeah. Like, so he put in a good word for me. And then WVFS or KDHX was just like, they just like throw you in there. And you know, I don't know if I would have necessarily like kept with it if I didn't have the experience with WVFS already. Like there was a bit of hand holding with WVFS that was really cool. Like I subbed a whole bunch of different shows. So each at WVFS, each hour was already programmed to a different genre, so you could already sub something. It was already decided, and so anyone, no matter what year it was, they didn't have to reprogram the whole radio show. You know, on Saturday nights they had Club Convergence, where it was all electronic music, or Sunday they would have like certain themes. So every Monday morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. was Caffeine a Go-Go, and that was anything clean for radio airplay over 120 beats per minute. That was like the only requirement of it. So that is, you know, but outside of that, I would just sub as many different shows for WVFS as I could before I moved to St. Louis. And so when I applied, it was really hard for me to be like, oh, I don't know what my own show would be. It was like, what box do I put myself in? And so I just applied with like my eclectic like mix of different music that I liked, and could show that like I had the chops already, and covered a bunch of shows. I covered Chris Ward's show, Loud, Quiet, Loud. And I know he's someone who's wanted to get into like cannabis marketing. So there's also the show that I covered was the first one was coin operated radio. And then they knew I was like able to, you know, fill a evening slot. So I had Dreamwaves 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. on Thursday mornings. That was pretty hard to have like a huge, like basically having to have my weekend in the middle of the week was really weird. So, but pulling those graveyard shifts, it's just really interesting. And then then I had like a volunteer promotion by moving to Sonic Space on Monday morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So it was just interesting. I had the right job that allowed that time slot to be available. If I wasn't working that job, I don't know if I would have had a job that allowed for that. So it's kind of interesting timing on that. And so I've been doing that for 4.5 years. I cannot believe that Sonic Space is going to be 5 years, like this fall. So it's kind of hard to, okay, we out here.
So you've had like the real radio career journey.
I guess so. I mean, I know there's a lot of DJs at KDHX who have like some tenure on me, but it's really cool to just be doing it and having a platform and having like a really cool listenership. I mean, today I was handed like a list of people who donated for our spring drive, and it was a list of 12 to write thank yous for. And so that, like, I'm very grateful to write every single one of those thank yous, because like that, you know, I don't pay for FM radio. Like, yeah. That's amazing that others are. And like, to me, the coolest part is like already having a partnership with listeners of Sonic Space, just due to the fact that they're listening, like whether they interact or not or donate or not. It's like already sharing that space sonically.
Hell yeah, I like that. So have you ever thought about doing anything like I guess media wise outside of radio?
Yeah, I have I have a sitcom concept and like a double feature screenplay concept. Yeah, it's pretty heady stuff that I haven't like necessarily put pen to paper on, but I've just had so many experiences in my life that it's hard to put it all under one thing, or I don't think my ego is big enough to write it into one book.
That's why you just gotta like section it up. That's kind of
right,
like how
exactly.
I've been thinking about it. Like you do your like life phases.
I have a comic book concept.
Yeah. Like the life phases. You could just do it in different phases with different shows.
Or I'm really into the collaborative effort. I just think that the more that people come together, like being able to share common ideas, and having like the accountability of follow through on like SMART goals, clearly outlined, or like even having just like that plan of action to go with. Yeah. Shit,
we might have to talk outside of this. Like, I've been working on like sketches and stuff like that. So.
Nice, yeah. The sitcom in a nutshell, the working title for it is retail therapy. Just like as a high maintenance type of vignette style.
Okay.
Sitcom about service industry and retail and therapy, mental health.
I kind of see where this is going.
Have you seen High Maintenance?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Okay, so would this be from like, I guess from a bud tender's perspective then? I
mean, I think multiple perspectives.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that like, just, part of me is thinking like High Maintenance meets Superstore a little bit.
No, I haven't seen that.
All right. Well, it's like set in St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I want to say yes.
They just like name drop St. Louis places. Like that's really it's about like a Walmart type store.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah, but it's like, to me, it's just like funny that they're like talking about like the Kirkwood location. And, like,
I need to. Shit.
Right, like it's just it's just like inside but not inside.
Yeah, I need to look at that. Definitely need to look at that one. I was just in Walmart the other day. You gotta go out to the one. Well, now I'm not even gonna give out the secret location. Fuck that. Nah, it's never gonna start going there. But you gotta go out.
Yeah.
I don't go to any Walmarts close around here. Walmart's still Walmart, but it's an extra Walmart, when you go to certain spots.
No, that's my hot stopping grounds for finding van life people.
That's probably where you got your shit stolen.
Oh, I hope you're wrong.
I mean, hey, man. Could be wrong.
The saga continues.
Yeah, we still need to figure that out.
Trace my steps.
Yeah, we're gonna find who. We're gonna figure out who did this.
Probably not.
Just put like a tracking device on the next one.
Just put it. Apple tag on my catalytic.
Catalytic converter.
Right? You might want to, yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, man.
May not be under warranty on the Apple tag.
But I'll tell you off air because you're probably going to be like, the fuck?
Does the catalytic converter have its own warranty? The new one?
No.
That's dumb. If they're going to warranty like new transmissions, why aren't they warranting? Like,
Did you ask for one?
I didn't because the guy at the counter was kind of scary.
Oh man, sucks when those customer service reps are scary to talk to.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this going to have to start being where I got to go with you to start making all these big boy decisions?
You're going to be like my girlfriend that orders for me at dinner.
Yeah. Everybody needs a Karen to get it done.
Well, I mean, it's just
I
like
guess I'll be your Ken.
sometimes we all need our own customer service advocates. Like the business has its own customer service advocate, and sometimes we need our own reps. You know, like I'm definitely one of those people that would be like, do I need to talk to someone for you? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been interesting when I don't do that sometimes.
Is Ace saying you got an inner Karen?
No, it's just like sometimes because I've done so much customer service, I'm able to like smooth out a misunderstanding.
Mm.
Yeah. It's not a Karen. It's not going off on someone. It's being able to like mitigate and like de-sizzle the situation.
I almost started the scene. I almost did it. I was thinking so hard. I was like, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put it on the spot like that. I almost started the improv scene. I was going to start acting like an irate customer.
Told you the classes would do this to you.
Please, okay, that sounds like interviews that people have to go through for retail. You're about to put my cortisol levels up too.
You're just hitting triggers left and right.
My fault.
Yeah, I was like telling you on the way in, my like decision making's gone down because of like I'm not a morning person. I have a morning radio show. Like I do it for the people. I do it for everyone. I take one for the team, but it's also fun to do.
Hell yeah.
I feel like if I had my radio show later in the day, I would talk way faster. So it's probably good that I have it earlier in the day. So, for sure.
Hell yeah. So I want to talk a little bit more about you DJing. I feel like you kind of just like jumped over that a little bit.
I'm trying to think about what I didn't explain. So my radio show is...
No. I'm talking about like actually like DJing. Or is that what you were talking about? Like,
so I'm a disc jockey, and when it comes to
I know
I'm
that.
a radio disc jockey.
Okay, but
So I don't really do much of the too much. I've like had my hand at it a little bit, and like for vintage vinyl, like I said, I'll mainly just be spinning some vinyl. It's not like scratching vinyl necessarily, but cueing and creating like a vibe. Just, like,
that's what I'm saying. How long have you been doing that for?
Well, I mean, I've been curating vibes. I don't know. I like
how you put that. She said curate. I just curate.
I mean, like I guess that's how like my friends who had the radio show knew that like I'm. Can I get the aux cord? Or let me show you this song I found, or this is the vibe of the day that I'm at, or like I have playlists for certain. Words even. Like I have a Sun playlist, which is one of my most curated playlists. I have a Essentially Ace playlist, which is essentially my public liked songs, or songs that I'm just like, I know all the words to that one or whatever. Or I even have like a fire playlist, so like any songs that have like fire in it or whatever, which is a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I have a lot of themes on my radio show. Like I try to keep things over 110 beats per minute. Or I try to keep things relatively upbeat, but like I feel like 110 really grooves really nicely.
Okay.
And so like I love covers and remixes and themes. So when I do those, I'll kind of push the tempo out of the way a little bit to let that those messages shine through more. But
Okay. So let's say, if I were to hand you the aux cord right now, and we were just trying to have a smoke session, what would be the...
I have a high playlist.
Ooh. What would be the top 3 songs you would pick?
Top 3 songs.
Yeah, like to set the
Okay,
vibe
I gotta
in the
start.
rotation.
Can I start with artists? Top 3 artists first, and then
Yeah.
Toro y Moi and Washed Out and M83 are kind of like my 3 go-to for getting stoned, just because they're pretty psychedelic and kind of dreamy and hazy. When it comes to Tori and I really love the song The Loop. It's from their latest album Mahal. And they like name drop St. Louis in it. So when I heard the song The Loop, I was like, oh, he's talking about Del Mar. And then as I was listening to the song, then he like mentioned St. Louis and New Orleans and the Mississippi, and I'm like, what? Like,
That's hard.
Yeah, so I really love that song. So that's the song I would show you right now with from them. And then Washed Out, it's a hard one to pick. It's definitely something from Purple Noon, because that album's really good. I'm just kind of blanking on which one exactly. And then M83. I mean that's just kind of, those 3 are kind of like my first early stoner days. So that's kind of like why I think I gravitate to those 3 artists. So since I can only name one artist from Tori and Wall, I'm gonna have to come back, or one song from Tori and Wall, that I'll have to come back on like what other 2 songs. So I'll think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think. What was the first songs you got high to?
Like, which artists were you like really vibing with? Like some Animal Collective? Some Vampire Weekend?
Yeah, that's how I was thinking. Probably.
With that denim jacket?
Yeah. No. Okay, the sunglasses are coming back on.
I don't know why you took them off.
I was fighting for my life for a second. Those were just helping.
Hold on.
You gotta stay in character, bro. She caught you slipping.
Yeah, so probably some Parliament and Funkadelic, the earlier stuff.
There you go. Yeah, roll that sleeve just a little bit higher. Let them know you ain't playing.
Yeah.
But you always gotta show. Yeah, always show the front. Yeah, always show the forehand. Don't.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. You flip it over. That's Tyler. Okay.
Yeah.
This is some
This is
social
cheap.
tea. Yeah, Tyler. There you go.
Get a good mix just
The
by.
cat sleeve.
Holy shit! Who would have thought that? Did you do that on purpose?
Oh, at the.
No, I'm thinking now that we kind of. Hey.
Oh, no, that was. I remember 2 of the.
Now you
5
gotta get like an
tattoos.
outstretched, like big cat in the middle,
Ooh.
like a traditional style, like running or something.
Are you trying to say he needs to get a Black Panther on his?
I
No,
already
I'm
got
saying
one
like
of
a
those.
cheetah, like a running cheetah or something, like something running, like maybe a tiger,
Probably I have to get muscular so I can make it dance.
something like that.
Yeah, just wiggle your hands a lot.
Okay.
Spirit fingers. Oh, that's what you could do. You get like a cheerleader or something like that, and like when you like just figure out the motion in your hands, and like when if you hit it on the right vein, like the pom poms will shake whenever you like wiggle your hands.
I'd have to keep that in mind next time I'm drunk in the Grove and think it's a good idea to get a tattoo.
Oh my god!
Just can you write DC underneath that? Just I need my credit.
Yeah, I'll have to get your handwriting.
Actually, no. Do the QR code for 2T3rp. That'd actually be way better.
Okay, so I think also, I think "Open Season" by Oregon would be another song I would pick. They're like a funk band that you would definitely dig for sure.
Okay.
I had another one for a second there and I lost it. Well, it'll come back to me. For sure. Not immediately.
Oh no, you Gucci.
I'm just gonna roll up a Hall of Fame joint.
Okay. Cause I'm always interested in I'm just always interested in DJing. Like
Yeah.
that's always a secret envy of mine. I've always wanted to like learn how to DJ, but I feel like it's one of those things where it's like it's just got to be in you.
I mean, I think it's a lot about song matching, tempo matching, some key matching, and it is pretty intricate. So what I do is more of like kind of like a music advocate a little bit. I've never really described it that way, but it's just been really cool to curate a vibe for Sonic Space and kind of create a message through the music and something to kind of bring more people together.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what we do with cannabis is, like I said, I was like, I don't really want to smoke by myself. That's not really not really, cannabis is meant to be shared, and so is music.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. One day I just I don't know. I used to host parties like all the time. Like I used to have this condo back in North County, and I used to be like, I used to have parties. I used to like create playlists and all that stuff, and like have the music going and all that shit. I want to like do all that shit again, but like get paid to do it. That's why I'm trying to get this shit popping.
Right.
Like, it would be dope just like have shit going all the time. Like
the Too T3rpd festival.
Oh, well, that's Terp Fest is definitely. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna stop saying that because I gotta trademark it first. But that's definitely gonna be a thing. Like,
that sounds dope.
Oh yeah.
I know we're gonna have to take you to some raves.
Yeah, I've never been to one.
Like Night Chasers, or like there's a ton of local, especially
Definitely
house DJs in the scene.
Is there gonna be one on the 22nd?
Let me look.
Everything's the 22nd.
Or the 21st. That could be the Friday thing.
I think a bachelor party could be a bender, right?
Duh.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
Friday and Saturday. Gotta clean up on Sunday. Like that. Yeah, that's catchy. Hey man, you look like Jack Nicholson right now.
You ain't wrong.
I give him somebody new like every week. What, a couple weeks ago it was Jim Carrey.
Guessing.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey one. I don't know why that hurt my feelings.
Oh, my bad.
You've been looking at recent pictures of Jim Carrey, is that it?
I think so, yeah. I was like, between that and the strip of skin, I
He's
don't know.
a good guy. Oh, my. Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, no.
Thank you, keto diet.
Well, nice. Yes? Is that good?
All right, you better cut that shit out, your heart.
Is it bad for your heart?
You definitely need greens, dude.
Well, I take the athletic greens. I would hope that supplements enough.
He's using the science. Sounds like you're using the science. I'm not a nutritionist. I just used to work for one.
I don't know. That's your thing at 30, man. You still go hard like you did in your 20s. Just drink more water, eat more vegetables.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm going hard at the supplement superstore, but
like I said, you ain't 30 yet. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Like, shit starts hurting for real, so then it's like, oh shit, like, okay, maybe I need to start doing this vegetable thing for real. Maybe this shit'll go away. Like, you start getting into that mode. Like, oh shit, like, I can't just walk it off no more. True.
wise words.
I try, just hey.
So we're gonna start going Dr. Scholl's shopping together, or?
Hey man, I need them custom orthotics, man.
Oh.
So I'm saying
that's how you treat yourself, right?
I guess. Or it's just how you want to walk every day. You want to be able to walk every day at this point. I ain't got no choice.
I mean, I'm starting to hit that point, though, because I did buy myself a good pair of Snoop-endorsed New Balances.
No, he got Skechers, bro.
Those are oh, shit.
You bought Skechers?
They're comfortable.
Man, we definitely... Okay, so this is time for us to have a very serious talk with the audience. Can y'all please support us so we can stop wearing Skechers and all this shit? Now, okay, now you kind of upset me now. I can't have you out here wearing Skechers.
I threw the shade back, eh?
Nah, because you the one wearing Skechers. That's why. Hey.
I mean, it's the only thing that looks good in cargo shorts.
I hope they're Eddie Bauer cargo shorts.
Oh, they are.
They'll last long.
You can take the guy out of Jeff Coe. But you can't take Jeff Coe out of the guy.
Should I start popping my collar on my my pink polo?
I mean, you haven't done it on your jean jacket yet. I'm surprised. Like,
oh, they just don't stay up. It's not worth the luck of the trying.
I got it.
Too heavy.
Droopy denim.
Yo,
Okay, this is my Hall of Fame.
hard day at the plant.
This one, third one. There we go. That one's for the jar.
Oh, that's
Okay.
clean.
This is. Ooh, I like that.
So is there a trick to rolling cones or cone style, or is it?
I mean, I would say lately when I've been teaching people how to roll joints, it's like I kind of show them the general what you're going for is you're wrapping a cone around the the bud. And so starting with just making a cone and not being like a kid could roll a cone. Like it's like an arts and crafts thing, basically, in my opinion. Very close.
The one that's
Let's
a little bit
see.
skinnier.
So yeah, I mean, like for me, I always start with the trough, so it has its natural fold, and then I make another fold that lines up,
Okay.
and I make a trough. So it just helps me to load in the flour. But basically, knowing how to make a good tip is also part of this process. And so I usually start with something that's like half a centimeter,
Okay.
right? Or like maybe 2/5 of a centimeter. I don't know,
It's
approximately.
It's a little milliliter-ish.
Millimeter. And then doing definitely like I kind of do like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 zigzags across at a minimum. And for some reason that anything less just doesn't really work out, and even that, I'll maybe do one more. As many as I can. The new hand wraps are amazing. I just really love the whole new hand wraps line with the perforated. Mm-hmm. That perforation is a really great size, and you can keep zigzagging because, especially the king size, that tip is so large that you can just keep rolling it up. But basically, knowing how to make a really nice round filter is a great way to start, and then kind of practicing by making a cone is a great way to start, because the connection of your crutch, your tip with your filter with the paper is, just being able to get familiar with everything and how that philosophically works out. Hey, if you really were in a pinch and you had papers and you only know how to stuff cones, just make a cone.
Huh.
And stuff it. If you don't squish it like I was about to do there. Yeah, I'd say it's like the just most entry level thing, probably. So if you're in a pinch, I mean, it's not like, right?
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah, I was about to say, you said entry level. This is...
What?
it's just making a cone, but there's no flour in it. There's nothing for me to drop or anything, and then you can stuff it
Yeah, but I feel like I've wasted hours of my life.
by
You
buying
just made
cones.
a whole pre-roll
Yeah.
in like 2 seconds.
Yes, I made a cone.
That's wild, Joe.
I can't stuff cones because I'm impatient, and I'll stuff it too in consistently or too tightly.
But you can make your own.
But I can't stuff it correctly. That's where my lackings are, and that's why I've had to roll the joints that I roll.
So can you make figurines and stuff like that? Or can you do like special like art stuff?
I have tried my hand at a cross joint.
Okay.
I don't think it came out great, but I'm willing to work on it.
See that? Yeah. I feel like that's my challenge for you.
More cross joint?
Just more like, more craft joints.
Okay, more craft joints.
Yeah, like the different. I don't know. It's like the unique joints. Can you do like different tricks?
Only French inhales.
Okay, I can do that. I'm talking about like the rolling tricks. So can you do that one where it's like
the back roll.
Yeah.
I've tried my hand at one back roll before. Yeah. I kind of I don't know. I've with hand wraps, I don't feel like it matters how much extra paper I smoke. It's just high quality. I don't need to worry.
It's got the slow
about
burn.
it. I don't it's not getting in my way so much. Like I'm cognizant of it with the massive king size, but it just means I just need to fill it more.
Yeah.
Instead of wrapping it in on itself or cut off a little bit of it. Like I think back rolling, I don't think it can get as tight as you need it to.
Yeah.
At least at least coming from the people that I know that back roll, they're like, it's not necessarily worth it.
Makes
It's
sense.
more of like I feel like the trick is lighting it from one side and it actually being lit. That's really the test of if you rolled it right or if you rolled a good one. It's kind of a gamble.
I realized I had all this shit in my hands. I gotta work on that.
So-
Like always having shit in my hands. Bro.
So I'm signing this with the Sharpie.
Yeah.
I've never signed a joint before. Has anyone done this before?
Not here, no.
No.
I mean, like
It's
in the history of
history.
joints.
Oh,
Maybe George Carlin.
I'm sure Snoop
You-
signed
you
a joint or two.
Oh, yeah,
You
I'm
like to
sure.
read?
Definitely Wiz in them.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way.
Ooh, this is hard, Joe.
First tattooed joint.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I feel like the fans can hear this too. Oh, ooh, I don't like the audience. Gotta figure that one out. That is so hard. Joe.
Yeah. Oh, I think I can do it. Let's see.
This is dope though.
Yeah, I'm getting crafty with it.
Yeah, this is actually
Like,
mad
I
fun.
mean, this is fun.
You fit all of your handles on there. All 1,300.
There's only 5.
How do you keep up with all of those?
I don't.
Did a better job than us.
I'm so you're not gonna want to smoke this now that I've Sharpied it.
I mean,
I got past the tip, so
I mean, honestly, like that's what we
watch. Just
Oh yeah.
sorry, it's still drying, so you can hold it where I'm holding it.
I got you. Tommy's got the star on there. Ace. I like.
Yeah, my 7-pointed star. It's kind of my big Game of Thrones fan, unfortunately.
So we're definitely in the House of Dragons. Now we need to go
Nice.
ahead and go back and watch Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
I have all 8 seasons on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to do the trivia stuff hard.
So what's your favorite season?
Was it 4? I was living in Spain when they were airing the season with Pedro Pascal,
That's what's up.
which was filmed in Spain. So I was like geeking out a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. So they had filmed it before I was studying abroad there, but like to see the places that like were in the or like saw the places a few, like maybe a month or two at least before it the actual show aired. It's just like I love seeing places I've been to in film and TV. It's like a geek of mine, like Easter egg, like personal Easter egg. Oh, I've been there. So yeah, that was like I love Dracarys as well. It's like straight fire. So if you guys get a chance to get Dracarys, you definitely should, especially if you're watching House of Dragons for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wanted to let you know a little bit about what we're doing for 420 at Field State because,
Hell yeah.
like I told you about the record store day that weekend. So at Field State, we'll be we've got our block party. There's going to be some product deals the week of 420. We definitely, I know you guys you have your med card, right?
Yeah.
So every Monday at Field State, we have 15% off for med patients. So that's a little bit of a prioritization we're able to provide for our med patients, and mainly any discounts that we provide are going to be provided for our med patients before anything else.
Y'all give even better discounts for licensed cultivators?
No specific discount for cultivators, just veterans discount, wisdom discount, and low income discount.
Okay.
Yeah, and those are for all med patients. Yeah.
That's what's up.
And then
I think I knew that.
on 420, we've got our block party. So we've got vendors, music, food, pretty much 11 to 5 on the vendors and food all day. And we've also got music 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's pretty exciting stuff on 420. I'm also going to be repping Field State and Robust over at the Greenlight District that day.
Hell yeah.
And then Friday, I'll also be bouncing between the two. And then on Saturday, Saturday, April 22nd, that morning we're doing a earth pickup, so a trash pickup in Florissant. So anyone wants to come out that morning, like 8 a.m. We're gonna have all the materials provided to do that, and then I'll be running over to Record Store Day, and then back up to the store for we got a music trivia night in Florissant that night.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll be checking out the High Point for their Real High programming. They're doing some stoner flicks, so I'll be there April 23rd for their they're doing that all weekend though.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Nice.
a big weekend for Feel State for sure. I know there's a lot of companies doing a lot of things, but
Hell yeah.
to be at like 3 different things, repping 3 different things that weekend is going to be really fun.
Hell yeah. I see you all over the place.
Yeah, so I've been like going over the schedule for that weekend in my head for weeks now, and I'm like eager for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a dope weekend. We got the Mid-Mo Canada Expo that Thursday for 420.
Nice.
Yeah.
Psychedelic.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. We got our first booth that we're doing.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
Matter of fact, I need to get us a banner.
Oh, yeah.
Dope.
I didn't think about that.
Well, at Feel State, we have really been seeing such an amazing pouring out of support, and so we see a lot of patients every single day. We love seeing people pop up with their local business like yourself. We have like a slot in the morning, a slot in the afternoon, like any single day. Like I only have a few things kind of filling up week to week, or here and there, but I would love to fit as many people as we can. The week of 420, we've actually even got on that Monday, we've got Vivid popping up, and on that Tuesday, the 18th, we have a local musician or local band playing an acoustic set at 5 p.m. And earlier in the day, we have a local nonprofit, Ujima, and the George Washington Carver Farm, popping up earlier in the day.
That's what's up.
So it's just like lots of different community outreach opportunities at Feel State. It's just like that's our bread and butter, because like there's no like extra money going towards like my budget.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing to see like that community is like a huge deal to this brand, and that's a huge deal to me, as well as like being able to connect with so many people in a way that's like they really connect with what we have to offer. A lot of our product is 80 to 90% of it does not stay on our shelves longer than 45 days. And that was something I was saying before we went rec. Like, that's not something that is suddenly the case. Like, yeah, it's a lot less than that because of the demand. But that was like our regular standard. Even the products that don't move as fast are not staying on the shelf longer than 45 days for sure.
Yeah. Like, I think, shout out to my uncle. He's like a regular there.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
At Feel State, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to tell him thank you myself.
Sure, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen them up there.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's been cool to like connect with regulars, and this is the first industry I've ever been in that not only am I having tips, but I'm having regulars. That was nothing. It's like when I worked at Eddie Bauer, it's like people are maybe coming in once a quarter, maybe once a year. Maybe once every other year, because the quality of Eddie Bauer's the product lasts a really long time. There's no need there's no fast fashion in that business, at least.
Yeah, I used to have this jacket from there. That was my favorite jacket, yo.
Yeah, full of utility, something that's going to last a while. Yeah.
Can't remember what happened to it, as a matter of fact.
Oh, it happens, man. The boogeyman gets to us every once in a while. Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of that last song that I was going to tell you about.
Ooh, you're good at callbacks.
I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it. So I'm trying to think of like a weed related song, like something that's on the high playlist at least.
I always got a high playlist that I play before every show.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's probably tired of hearing it, because like the same song. He's probably like, damn, did you switch this shit up?
No, I'm starting to get in the drink a little bit because of you.
Ah, good.
So there's this one song that just kind of like brightens my mood anytime that I hear it, and it's called Still Feel, and it's by the band called Half Alive.
Okay.
And it's just like the lyrics in it and kind of the melody and the tempo in it. The music video is really dope for it too, and the story behind how they made the music video, it all just kind of like brightens my mood and like just definitely like, and it speaks to that in the song as well. So that's one that's like, if I wanted to put something out there, like hand that out to someone who may need it. That's
okay.
Yeah, something I put out there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I know you said you've done some filmography. So have you ever shot any music videos or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually have. Yeah, so I feel bad that I don't have this plug right off the top of my head. This name drop, I would have to look in some DMs to find the artist name, so I feel really bad about that. But it was my friends in Tallahassee were not like film producers, but they were a production studio basically, doing it, out of their bedroom sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they basically paid me in weed that day to smoke weed on camera for music videos. So that's like that's somewhere out there. That's like, if you find that sort of thing, because I'm also like, I'm like wearing one of my favorite hats. I've got this vest, and like, it was just like, I was the token white girl in that music video, and it was hilarious. So like, got my French inhale on camera. I'm like gutting a blunt for the first time on camera. Like, I was like super stoned, but in the middle of the day, like we went out super early in the middle of like nowhere, Tallahassee. Like,
so
there's drone footage involved. Like,
sure, a bunch of dudes with dreads. Oh man, he was on some.
It was like low. It was just like 5 of us. It was just like super. It was kind of avant-garde. It's kind of almost like a Childish Gambino music video almost, especially for like the time that it came out and whatnot. But yeah, I've done it. I can, yeah. So doing from like, having to having to reshoot and kind of get a shot over and over. It's like, yeah, you patient with the art process. I mean, for me personally, I've always been a patron of the art. So when anyone asked me to be included in an art project, I'm like, I'm not the artist. Like, I don't have that, like, necessarily, like, I'm a little too logical, a little too critical on myself. I really like math-based art if I'm making it myself, so I can stick to a pattern, stick to something with a ruler. I love using straight lines to make, like, tangent lines to make curves. That's one of my, like, kind of favorite ways to doodle and whatnot. But, I love being a part of the artistic process, which is, like, so cool about being a part of this, is, like, that's, like, an extension of that, being a patron of a passion. And being able to, for me, if my friend was working on art, I wanted to make him tea. I wanted to make, pack a bowl. I wanted to set that vibe and, work alongside the art, or being a model for it, being able to be still for it, to be open to whatever that like moment needed for the art to pass through.
Yeah.
And hold space for it.
Yeah. See, I feel like I tried modeling once, and I'm still trying to look for my residuals for that. So I'll probably do it again. Yeah. I did like the stock shit.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, so for me, the modeling's mainly just been for art classes, and so it's like for me, I've been able to use my yoga background and be super body aware, and figure classes freaking love that, especially if you're able to accentuate like a certain part of the body, and it's also like a meditative challenge to stay still in a certain position for certain periods of time, especially depending if the mental state going in. You have
to stay for a couple of hours, don't you?
It's a couple hours long, but like each posture, it just depends on what's happening. I don't hold anything longer than 20 minutes.
Okay.
But it is 20 minutes, and by minute like 13, it's like, do I really want to go for 7 more minutes? It's like, yeah, I mean, like maybe this first round. So it's just like, yeah, it's a thing, but it's also like sometimes it's really fun because there's such thing as gesture, and those are really short poses, and so I'm able to do some of my more challenging yoga poses for that. And so it's like just doing yoga for people who are drawing me. It's being a part of the artistic process, and being like, I'm not the one. I don't think I could draw. I don't think I could do it. I mean, I've seen it enough that I'll try my hand at it, but I wouldn't say like to me, painting and it's pencil maybe, but like painting is way too subjective for me.
You beast at the stick figures though, right?
Oh, I could do some stick figures. I could draw. I also I feel like I could draw like a map, like from memory, pretty all right. Like I'm not super great at being like oriented necessarily, but if I'm telling you where in a room, setting up a room, I could probably somewhat spatially aware. Yeah, but it's all very left-brained, right-handed situation.
I got you.
Like,
yeah.
and I recognize that it's almost a handicap. Like I smoke for the creativity, right?
Yeah.
So,
I feel you.
Yeah, I love being around left-handed people because it's like a balancing act.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's annoying at dinner.
You too,
got day
it's
lefties.
annoying at dinner?
No, having...
Are you both left-handed?
Yeah.
Then it's not annoying for you two at dinner.
No, with other people around.
Okay, well, then don't you just like sit on the like
Same
other
side.
side?
Yeah.
The other side, whatever other side that is.
Yeah, it's got some on the same side.
So it's like if you sit on the left side, then like, and she sits on the right side, you guys can hold hands while you eat.
That's what I've been trying to do this whole time.
Maybe someone doesn't want to hold hands.
Yeah, Donovan.
Sorry.
But you guys are both left-handed. It doesn't work with you.
Oh, yeah,
two.
it doesn't work.
I have intimacy issues.
We're working on it.
Unless you're only dating left-handed people, then it's real difficult.
That's a trick. That's how you do it. That's how you get out of things. Stay the lefty and then.
I mean, it sounds like NASCAR if we're just like veering left.
I mean, left is creative, right?
Right-brained.
So you're just making, huh? I'm confused.
Left-handed is right-brained.
You did just say that, but I didn't catch on to it till now. So, like, okay, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like, I like talking shit because that's just, like, talking shit. So I don't know a lot of shit. So, it, like, that science shit, it always, like, just paying attention a little bit, but not for real. So now, like, explain this to me.
The hemispheres of the brain?
Yeah. If you know, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
So basically, from what I understand, the right brain controls the left side of the body, and the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. So people that are right-handed and logical are left-brained, and people who are left-handed and creative are right-brained. So when people are left-brained and right-handed, it's a healthy brain feature to be able to use both sides of your brain. So as a right-handed left-brained person, I try to exist in that right-brained mindset as much as possible as like a and both sort of mentality.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh. Learning something new every day. Who would have thought?
Yeah. It's, I mean, it's just also like, for me, I've seen a lot of stuff that I feel like it just all is. Like, it's just, like, the acceptance that, like, just it all exists no matter what it is, and passing judgment on whether something is good or bad is just kind of, like, an energy suck.
Now you're
like,
talking my language.
it's not worth the time because it all just is, and just accepting and moving on and moving forward and progressing is much better than, just, like, passing judgment or latching on to what's good, or being quote unquote afraid of what's bad.
I think it all just starts becoming subjective, honestly. Like your version of what good is and my version of what good is could be two different things.
Right.
It's all perspective. So I kind of feel like morals and ethics, like everybody talks about that, but it's kind of like, I mean, what are they at the end of the day?
Well, I think to answer your question, for me, the biggest like moral ethics conundrum that faces modern day anyone or civilization as a whole is, I think, the concept of othering. When we pass judgment on something, whether it is good or bad, because judgment is almost the opposite of acceptance. We see it as something other than ourselves, and by othering, we're separating ourselves from their experience and their existence as well. And othering is like the first step towards like not just physical violence, but violence on so many other levels. When we like think about someone as an other, we don't see them as part of ourselves. I guess it's the most concise way that I'm trying to explain that. I mean, to to give it a slippery slope sort of perspective, othering causes like stuff like genocide and the Holocaust and whatnot. Like, when we see like, you know, when we see that like the legacy industry is like other from, you know, corporate or commercial industry, it's like that you know, that's wasted energy.
It's creating a stigma.
Yeah, and builds a wall. There are no walls. Walls don't exist. Walls are a figment of our imagination. Walls are just like time. Like, we just made it up in order to face our own reality in a more comfortable way. And like, the more uncomfortable, like, you know, we don't need to be unnecessarily uncomfortable, but uncomfortable to the point of understanding perspectives outside of our own, like, that's valuable. Yeah,
but I feel like I think we can acknowledge that there might, and even if it's past tense, there's a wall, but there's still a bridge, and there's a lot of bridges being built.
Yeah, more bridges.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the walls are starting to come down, and there are a lot more bridges being built. So now it's kind of like, you know, we need to really start moving in that direction of trying to really merge these. And a lot of people have, especially in Missouri. Like, I think for, you know, whatever complaints that we do have, we can also say on the same end that, you know, a lot of people that from a lot of our legacy favorites have been able to cross over into the, you know, industry. So
I'm really eager. We've got some stuff in the works, and like, I don't think I'm quite ready to tease it too much, but got some things in the work with like a legacy personality with Feel State that I'm really eager and excited to get to for sure. It's just,
I wonder if we might know them.
You probably know them.
Do they work for the team?
For Feel State?
Robust.
Oh, for Robust. I mean, they've been down to Robust.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm eager to get started with them because I've kind of, like, all the synapses are connecting, and I'm kind of at the point where I want to, like, make at least, like, 6 segments of content before I want to, like, tease it too much. So,
I like that.
Yeah. So Carson and I, we've got a lot on our horizon when it comes to pouring out some content. We also have The Feels is about to drop. So season 4 of The Feels is right around the corner, and really excited about that because just the production value and the conversations keep going up and up and up in quality. And then I believe next season we're going to see a little bit of like a setting change, but I think it's going to be such a really cool way of bringing it back to like North County and the community.
Yeah.
So really exciting stuff for The Feels and for Jeff. Some of the patients that I've directed his way, like, we're going to see a little bit more of like a patient, and at least one episode I know there's going to be some patient interaction. And so there's just been, you know, that's part of working at Feel State has been amazing to see and understand and feel other people's perspective on how this plant has been affecting, and in a positive way, their life, and what's working, what's not working, and why it is and isn't, and how we really do help people in the St. Louis area with cannabis education and connecting to cannabis and the endocannabinoid system for the better of their personal selves and just like the community at large.
Hell yeah. As a North County, that's my origins.
Yeah,
I grew up, born and raised in North County, so that's dope to see that there's a lot of education being poured into the community because it's definitely needed.
Yeah, I'm really excited, just especially I've been working with, you know, like I said, Ujima and George Washington Carver. It's just like I'm already kind of seeing what's on the horizon with all of that. And
it's a next speed, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, I might need you to make that connection for me.
Okay, I'm sure he'd be happy for it. He'd like hearing him talk about his efforts with that group has been really insightful, and that's what gets me so eager and excited is like that's super impactful and meaningful work.
Yeah, I know we went to the same high school, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Might help a little bit.
Very cool. Well, that's really exciting. Be happy to get you guys in the same room for sure.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
See, look, we're already networking.
But I love being a connector. That's like.
I feel like that's one of the best things about this community, and in general, I feel like a lot of people are willing to pass along connects and stuff like that, especially if you actually have a plan and you actually have something going. Like, hey, sky's the limit for real, for real.
Nice.
And if you're willing to listen to people, like, there's a lot of places that you can go.
That's the number one thing I think that is the main difference with the cannabis industry. I mean, no matter if you're coming from cannabis industry, from legacy, or from maybe bartending or service or sales or retail, the key to being a bud tender and the key to really being in the cannabis industry in a way that, like I said, in that high context manner, is the key is empathy. Being able to like consciously listen and consciously like speak our minds in a way that like is safe for us, safe for others, but also just like having that empathy of being able to like be like, oh yeah, I had an experience like that, or wow, that's like a really specific, special experience. Like, thank you for sharing with me. Like, you know, like I've been thankful to have like, yeah, I had like one time I was like, you know, totally dabbed out, but hey, it was the road trip home from a festival. I just needed to be dabbed out to pass out. Like, I felt like almost like I did the like, you know, the long distance space travel sleep almost. Like I woke up in a different place almost. But, you know, I'm grateful I haven't had too much of a bad, you know, edible experience or RSO experience, but I know others who have. And like just being able to have that empathy to be able to know that everyone's on a different part of their journey, their different understanding of their own endocannabinoid system, and that the best way to share cannabis knowledge is anecdotal, and understanding that everyone's endocannabinoid system is completely different and unique, and that one thing may not work exactly the same as it might work for another, or that one strain is, you know, may not work for everything, but, you know, it's diving into the science of it and diving into the human experience of it. And the more we talk about it and the more we share about it, you know, the more we can all learn and benefit from it.
Hell yeah. I like that. I like that. A lot of knowledge being spit right now.
Yeah, and I think Feel State, just having the brand be a brand about connecting to what matters most in life and also connecting to the education of how it all works, that is something that like we're looking to spread the message of Feel State, not just in Florissant, but to like other locations. So that's the really cool part, is like Robust owns the Feel State dispensary, but it's a franchisable brand. And so we're definitely looking to open more locations and dive further into like the St. Louis area as well as other states. Yeah. So that's been a recent effort. So that it'll be exciting what happens with that, to see if we see like a Feel State in a different state in the future.
Hell yeah. I need to get one in the city.
Right, that's how I feel too. I'm very eager. I like dream about it every day.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That'd be lit.
Yeah, and just like being able to spread that knowledge and closer to the arch. It's just like or just reaching more people about cannabis education and just the Feel State way of doing things. I mean, it's Jimmy, our procurement manager, has done such an amazing job at like our menu. It would be really cool to have just a high quality selection for the city too.
Hell yeah. Yeah. For real though, I don't know. I really like Robust. I haven't had a bad selection from them yet.
For real. So speaking of, shall I wrap up another one?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
Was there anything else that I didn't touch on that you were curious about?
I think we might have got everything this time.
I'm like racking my brain. What haven't I answered?
Yeah, no, I definitely got some things to pick your brain about off air. But yeah, no, I think you definitely got to come back though.
I shall, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm eager to get you to suit up with other guests for sure.
For sure. Yeah, and then we got to come on your show.
But yeah, Sonic Space.
Yeah.
I don't have too many guests on for Sonic Space. Usually they have an album out or something like that. I actually don't have my own podcast, but I've always thought about having one. So once I have one in the works, for sure.
I bet.
Yeah, I told you I would sub for you guys if you needed it too. Okay. I could do, you know what, it would be super fun. Like a mailbag. Like if you guys were on vacation, I could just host a mailbag.
We need to get one. Yeah.
Like a Q&A. Yeah. Virtual mail slot.
Yeah. AKA our Instagram. Or like, our Discord. Like, Yeah, we need to start plugging people into our Discord.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's been the biggest thing. We need to start working that in.
Got that link in the bio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
I think so, yeah.
Dope.
If not, I'll make sure to put it in there.
Dope.
Yeah, just trying to really I guess build our community now. Now it's time to build the community and start. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I was hearing that too.
Sounded like barking a little bit, but I was not paying attention.
Oh, okay. It was probably the dogs then.
Yeah, when you said the Terp Fest, like, I can definitely see, like, I was thinking for something similar with the fields, just invite every guest you've had and anyone they want to invite. It's like spreads out, exponential tap-ins.
Ah, yeah. I'm more so thinking for, that's going to be more so like my, it's going to be like my Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be music. It's going to be let me start talking about this on there. It's going to be like a whole thing. I got a whole vision for it. I got a couple of things that I really want to start doing. I just got to start actually I don't know. I got to start being ballsy and just push it.
Yeah.
I got a couple ideas that I want to get down. Yeah.
I feel ya. So I thought of a third song. It wasn't the original song I had in mind, but so to review, I had The Loop by Tori et Moi. Mm-hmm. So that one's kind of got some hip hop origins, but also psychedelic and dreamy. And then we have Oregon's Open Season. And then from Beth Bambara, who's a local artist, I really like her single Space Junk. So
I know, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but there may be video content coming out about that in the later
Space
months.
Junk?
I believe so.
Nice.
Oh shit! Shot by okay, yeah.
That's exciting. I love Space Junk. I'm gonna roll up some Cali raisins for that. I'm excited about that. Wow. That's
right. Hey, put them glasses back on, dog. You ain't announced that, right?
Sorry, it was under my ascot.
It's all good.
Yeah. Oh man, that's very exciting. I love Beth.
So you gotta throw them shades on when you start flexing. Remember, you gotta throw the Panther side on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Talk to him. Let him know.
I have so many questions.
It was I
feel like I said that's. So this is some socials. The other part is Tyler.
So social, so kawaii.
So wow. This guy.
I'm not that bold. I have tats, but I'm not that bold yet.
Yeah, what's the one on the arm?
This is Artemis. She's the virgin huntress goddess of the moon. So there.
Oh shit, she got arrows.
She got arrows, yeah. And my name's A Rowe.
Ah, I like it.
I need more though. I want more arrows. And then I have a 7-pointed star on the back of my neck. I don't know if you can see it.
Damn. I bet that one hurt.
Oh.
It did. It did hurt. But I would if someone wanted to add on to it, I might consider it.
Oh, the back is terrifying.
Yeah, but I also have a constellation of Taurus, and my first tattoo is right here, a helm.
Nice.
And then I've also got an anchor immediately through. Yeah, this one it was interesting. This is my first one, so
yeah, I feel
not
that
really
one
registered.
hurt. I got that.
Yeah, I don't think I could do the. I don't think I could do the stomach. I really don't think I could.
I just got my arm so far.
Nice.
Once I get money though.
I want some more nautical, spooky stuff, like a spooky pirate ship. I would love some if I were to get a Flash, a Friday 13th tattoo, I'd probably do a space theme, like a spaceship or a alien ship.
Yeah, I can see
rocket ship or spaceship.
Yeah, I can see the rocket ship.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah, like the rocket emoji.
But the next tattoo I really want is a erupting volcano. Yeah.
Nice.
Just putting it briefly.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And I want a mermaid too. And a globe or a map or a compass.
You got a lot of tattoo ideas.
Sailboat. Yeah, a couple boats actually.
I just want. She about to be all the way tatted up.
We'll see.
Hey, that's a yeah.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if I had my way, sure. If I had my way, I'd have as much ink as he does. That's a lot of ink.
You getting any new stuff?
No, I haven't been going out much, so.
It happens when you go out, I guess.
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
When's the last time you got a tattoo?
I think the last one was.
Just like casually 2 weeks ago.
You never know. Is it the
10 days ago.
Wait, is it actually pretty new?
This one.
Oh shit!
It's the latest one.
Have I seen
How
it?
new is it?
Oh,
The possum?
Yeah. I think that was October of last year.
Oh.
Or not October last year. June of last year? I hid it from you pretty well for a while.
Until right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
so you mean to tell me it was that new when we were recording that shit?
Yeah.
No wonder your parents don't want to meet me. Yeah, everything makes sense now. Everything makes sense. Start smoking weed, getting stick and pokes. God damn it.
Oh.
Yeah,
They think he's a bad influence?
Now you're keeping me off the street, so.
Yeah. You're not going out as much because you're smoking more weed.
Exactly.
Yeah. You should be saving money at this point.
should be a lawyer. Pretty ready, like smoothing shit out here. That's the spill that you give him. I sound like a saint.
I'm the lawyer?
Both of you. Shit, you both cleaned it up. But hey. I was kind of like, yo. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm a good influence, yeah.
Yeah. He's your bro.
Yeah, this is Big Brothers Big Sisters podcast, basically.
Yeah, every week. People just don't realize it.
It's a gateway to the weed.
Yeah, this is really the Big Brothers program. This is my little brother.
We're getting ice cream after this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Ice cream.
I've always
California raisins, then ice cream.
Yeah. I'm teaching them early, child labor. Work them hard. Reward them with some
Reward
ice
him
cream.
with ice cream.
Yeah.
Get paid in ice cream.
That's right.
What kind of ice cream? Where are we going?
Is there any place open? It's already 10.
Is Clementine still open?
No.
Damn.
No, they're closed.
Quick Trip's open.
Yeah. Oh, there's chocolate eclairs from plant 2719. I don't know why I remember that, but I just know they hit different.
This dude. Up Late is open at this point.
No, they're closed on Mondays. Damn it.
Like most things.
Yeah,
That's
why
what I'm
is
saying. Tallahassee, things would be open until 1 a.m. because of college. And I don't understand why things aren't open late. But there's like 5 colleges.
Well, see, the thing is, it used to be like lit before COVID, and now
Even before COVID, things were maybe open till 2. Maybe.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
I think Gramophone was probably the latest thing open with
Maybe.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Pre-COVID, still, and it also, still everything's closed on Mondays. College kids still got to eat on Mondays. Like, I don't know. I don't know. People have days off on Mondays too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
I got
Sorry,
stoves.
I've had Mondays off for years now, so I'm just kind of.
I got stoves in them apartments. Cook some.
Right. I mean, like, I'm not a college student, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot, like, I don't know. There's the reason there was late night options in Tallahassee was, like, there's a high demand because students would stay up all night and study. And it's like, you're studying, you don't want to be cooking.
Man, you better make some ramen like the rest of us poor folks and keep it pushing. Shit.
Yeah, the Miami kids.
Good point. Yeah, I guess
There's
ramen
there's
doesn't.
plenty of money in these colleges. Like,
Bad to eat Adderall on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I guess ramen kind of doesn't get the stain out pretty good in a Range Rover, huh? I never had those problems, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I'm a broke boy. One of these days, my dream car.
I'm just saying, having the option of something that late. It's just like when you need it.
I want a Land Rover when I get older. That's gonna be when I made it in life. That's how you'll know.
That's. I feel the same way. I feel like I can move to the next step in life when I've figured things out enough to have a car payment.
Yeah, well, I got one now.
I'm glad I don't have a car payment right now, but I'm like, I know what I would pick once I'm ready for a car payment.
I just want something with a armored undercarriage for the next 20 years.
Yeah. We gotta
Mad
start
Max
this fun,
style.
yo. Yeah, we can start this fun for real for the van. I think we should. I mean, matter of fact, we got a lot of votes for you.
Limp Fund Me.
Yeah. Yeah, did you see that story that we had today?
I'm not sure.
So he's got a newly acquired mini. Well, it's not even a minivan.
No, if it wasn't a minivan, I probably wouldn't scrape on the top of the parking garage every time I drive in.
Yeah, it is cutting it close.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That's rough.
he's got one of those
Souped up minivans.
Yeah, what's it called?
Cargo van?
Yeah,
Cargo van.
Yeah.
like the ones you can form
Got
into
it.
like the living space and all that.
My
Yeah.
friend converted one of those.
That's what I'm doing now.
She's got she did it. She has an interior design degree. She did a great job.
Oh, I'm just an idiot with a glue gun.
You might need to holler at her. Shit, she might be able to help you out.
Only if he wants help. Only if
I need help.
Yeah,
I'll send you her way.
yeah, but we definitely need to get this van up and popping for you though, for real.
Send you her way. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Let's do it.
yeah. All right. I
Ice
feel
cream.
like
We're
yeah.
gonna figure out this ice cream conundrum.
All right, bet. Hit him with the socials.
So for cannabis, I am Atomic Ace is the handle.
Okay.
The whole I am Atomic Ace, and then for Sonic Space, it's Sonic Space KDHX, and please give us a follow at Feel State Fluorescent. I'll spell that out because I don't think there's fluorescent. Is that right? Nope. Okay, Fluorescent FLORISSANT. So Feel State Fluorescent, all one word. And yeah, that's those are the main ones.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Y'all already know.
You can find me on the IG at Crackly Voice Some Socials T.
That's how you know he's been smoking that good. Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Okay. Whew. I got relaxed for a second. All right, so y'all already know. Make sure y'all follow Eddie at STL_Kush Culture. No, Kush_ Culture, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. And then make sure. Yeah, it is with a K. You're right. Make sure you follow Ryan at Flucker. Make sure you follow Too T3rpd on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you hit up that Patreon. Make sure you hit up our hotline with the voicemails and text. 314-399-9711. And don't forget to follow me, Donovan 2408, on all social media platforms. It was a little rough today.
I feel you, man. I had 3 hours earlier of it, so I feel you.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I feel like it's because we've been smoking some good weed though.
For real. I mean, it's could be. I feel like it could be much worse for the amount that we smoked. Is the main gist. I feel like just it's smooth. Nothing's like sticking or feeling weird or anything like that.
I feel like the tea helped too.
For real.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh no, I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, this won't be the last time.
Oh, certainly not. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's gonna be some things in the works. Especially since you said you like writing and all of that. You definitely got to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to match you on the improv, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Start somewhere.
Yeah.
Something you're already doing, you know.
Yeah. You have to come out and check it out.
Yeah, for real. Thanks for having me.
For sure. All right, y'all. Y'all already know it's been another episode. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we'll see y'all later this week.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we got another one this week.
Double duty.
Yeah, we trying to. Like I said, people said they want more content. We about to bring out more content. We about to start putting in this work. Like I said,
Nice.
we about to go full time with this shit. Yeah,
Excellent.
it's time to take the jump, y'all.
Cool.
Yeah, it's time. It's really time. But yeah, that's for another episode. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Stay stellar out there.
Hey, I like that. Is that your tagline?
Sonic Space, yeah. Stay
Okay.
stellar.
Okay. I like that. Hey.
It's 2 2 2 Terp.